Hey everyone. Oh, was it not? Damn it, I had to restart it. Sorry. Oh, no, there it is. No technical difficulties.
It would seem that the
we had to
machine
wait
gods have
for-
failed us.
Oh. We had to wait for the Cody to set his truck aside, I guess. You're
Yeah.
you're waiting for him to finish
What?
peeing.
Don't bother waiting. Just go, and I'll switch to my computer when I can.
Okay, and before we start, you guys can tell in the background. Yesterday was Seth's birthday.
Was it?
Happy birthday,
Yay!
Seth.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Seth.
Happy belated birthday.
So what are you now, like 19 or 29 or?
Never ask a
42.
immortal vampire his age.
Well, for whatever,
or
however
his
long
guilt
you've lived,
factors.
however long you've lived, you're still looking very dapper.
More
I
than two.
mean, yeah, let's go
I've
with
never
that.
shown
Yeah.
my face.
Yeah. That's
You said-
why.
You said you'd be nice. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, here, I didn't say anything bad yet.
Relative niceness.
Yeah,
Well, at least it's
Niceness.
a
So-
start, right?
yeah,
I
it's
have a
start.
question, Seth. So, sacrificing a goat in your name, that's considered honorable, right?
That is.
Wait, what?
I hope you haven't.
Oh man,
Wait.
that goat merchant's gonna be hella mad.
It's a waste of a perfectly good goat.
Yeah, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I need to explain something to somebody real quick.
Well, there goes.
What happened?
Well, there goes dinner. Somebody apparently sacrificed somebody's dinner, or their livestock in
What?
this case. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm just being weird.
The
Don't
goat?
worry. Don't focus on it. Don't focus on it. I was being weird.
Ah!
It's because Seth is Indian.
Oh, I thought, yeah, he's half Indian, half Jamaican.
What?
Just random nonsense being made up
Promise me,
about
be
me.
nice.
Apparently, that promise was short-lived.
It lived
you
all
never
that,
said
could you?
for how long, I guess.
Be nice
Yeah.
to Seth challenge.
Try not to be mean.
Impossible.
Try not to be mean to Seth. Challenge level impossible.
Well, it's very nice of you to finally, after 8 fucking years, to share your birthday at least with me.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure I have before.
No, you haven't.
don't. I just don't bring it up very often.
You were very adamant, in fact, on us not knowing. Any heroes?
We love you, Seth.
'Cause he's my best friend. He's my
Love you,
pal.
Seth.
He's my homeboy.
What
my
am I
rotten
supposed to do
soldier.
with this
He's my
love?
sweet cheese. my
Embrace
boy.
it, man.
Never. Thank
I
you.
mean-
all.
Just give it away at a garage sale.
Yeah, like that goat merchant.
Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my homeboy. My rotten soldier. He's my good time boy. Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my homeboy. My rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese. My good time boy. Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my homeboy. My rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese. My good time boy.
And then I'm just here like,
Did better.
oh, everything is burning. I'm just here trying to just drink something to calm my nerves. It's just like, this is fine. I'm okay with the events happening around me.
If I end up on a FBI list somewhere, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm mad.
Look, all I'll just say,
What?
The fact that I'm not on a no-fly list and unable to do this job means that someone at the FBI is not doing their job.
Either that, or they're just waiting for the day you make a mistake and just pull you in just to use you as a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, it's like you're not a young teen and you don't fit the demographic, but hey, you wanna never mind. My lawyer has informed me that I shouldn't continue this joke.
My.
For good
Oh, hey,
idea.
Tara.
Hi.
Someone said something nice about Seth, and we lose the entire stream. No, it had to go blank.
No.
Because the
I
scene
like
with the
Tara.
channel alerts is in a different scene. It doesn't have a background.
No, Tara's right. We do nice things to Seth, and this is what happens. The consequences of our actions.
What,
Yep.
you're saying that the universe has been imbalanced just because we chose to be nice?
Yep.
Quincy's.
How does that even work?
No. Well, now, for the off chance that we're finally already all together, sorry. We finally have our little Cody with us as well. Who's going to be picking up his character, though?
He's not my
Uh,
kid.
Well, okay, geez. Well, it's not released yet.
Well,
I'll
it won't matter too much unless it gets into combat. But I don't imagine we're gonna get into combat.
Unless you guys
I hope-
decide to randomly start fighting the town guards, and there shouldn't be any combat anytime soon.
Right.
good.
So we could just ultimately assume that I have been abducted and I am mobile betwixt the boobs of Madeline.
Oh my.
No,
Okay.
So
Matilda!
My head is Matilda.
So basically she's carrying you. She's basically carrying you like what's it called? Like you see those things that they put infants in,
Listen,
except that
yeah, one of those
It's-
wrong
Yeah,
things.
except
like,
that
I've
it's
carried you
with-
for
yeah.
9 months.
Yeah,
And then,
it's
the
exactly
next
like
2
that,
years on
but
the
with
back.
boobs.
Oh my God.
see now I'm just actually you know what I'm just gonna remain silent for this for now. I'll share my thoughts on that later.
Tara says anyone can pick him up. He's like 30 pounds soaking wet.
I mean she's not wrong.
Not everyone can pick me up. I'm not light.
He's like a mini bag of potatoes.
Yeah,
At least. He's
I'm-
like,
I'm like a mini bag of potatoes that has like the consistency of like 40 bags of potatoes. I'm wearing a lot of equipment. I'm a big
So-
boy.
No, I'm
you're
pretty
saying
sure
is you're
anyone.
dense?
can pick 'em up. That's-
Yes,
That would.
exactly.
No,
I love
don't
how
believe
he's.
it.
I love how he just says it without any hesitation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I caught it.
Yeah.
Look, let me show you how easy it is to pick up Seth. All right, look, let me demonstrate. All right.
Seth.
Sorry, Seth. Cody.
or Foss?
Sorry, I'm sleepy. Anyways, Cody, what are you doing after the stream today, buddy?
Not that kind of pickup.
Oh, not that. Ah, damn.
No.
Cut the commercial.
We'll be right. Anyway, folks, we'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
So, anyways, where were we
Alright, I'll
the day?
Yeah, of course. I'll go ahead and get us started. So, where we last left off, the group had stayed in town for about a day or so, having adventured and being rewarded by Ienzo, who giving you a reward to evenly distribute amongst yourselves for a job well done and having fended off a possible orc invasion. You went about your business across town, kind of going to do your own things. In your case, Foster, helping occasionally in the town out here and there, repairing armor and weapons, and fixing roofs and just building up a decent reputation here in town, and getting a little bit of side gold, a side hustle, if you will, of your own going. Well, past that, we've also got Zerulia, who decided to investigate some phenomenon that was occurring within herself, discovering that to some degree, if not necessarily confirmed, that her patron deity is working through her in some way, shape, or form or fashion. And then past that, we had Arvad, our resident monk, who had decided to train in the middle of the village as is normal. He garnered a small audience to the point that he even met a very strange individual, Bunny Man, and his guard, where they proceeded to wrestle for a moment and then, agreed to draw, winning a straw hat for his, what's the word I'm looking for? It's
efforts.
Well, yes, that, but what is it when you're both honorable? I'm trying to remember the word for it, and I can't.
Valor.
Honorable competition. I'll just
or sportsmanship.
Yeah, sportsmanship. There we go. Jesus Christ, I can't remember that word. Yeah, for your great sportsmanship. And then, of course, Dusk, you went out hunting and discovered a lot more about my world than you particularly wanted to, especially finding out about some dire govers being needed to take care of out there. But you earned a tidy sum for yourself as well.
If I became a ranger, I'd have a new favorite enemy.
Oh, no.
Those poor gophers.
Never knew what hit him.
I'm calling the Gopher Protection Association. This is blasphemy.
They'll never make it in time.
What?
Alright, so, alright, and then last but certainly not least, I haven't done yours, Matilda, yet, of course. So, if you'd like, we could take care of that right now. So, Matilda, all of you technically have 2 days worth of downtime to take care of before whatever event that you're supposed to go to is supposed to occur, the honoring ceremony, if you will. So in the meantime, you have a day. What would you care to do on this particular day, Matilda?
I was just following around Foster as his bodyguard. And the off moments he had time, he and I would try and, I try it on and model and tell him where it needed to be adjusted and hemmed and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's mostly what I saw happening. She was just being glad she had some downtime. In all other times, she was just drinking and eating. And taking care of bacon.
Fair. I believe you mentioned something along the lines of trying to improve your armor, correct? With, Foster being there?
Yes.
Okay. So, if you don't mind me asking the both of you, how do you intend to exactly do that?
Oh, it's just fluff, because I bought the armor.
Well, I put an infusion on her armor, bringing it up to the equivalent plate.
Yeah. So, I bought armor, and fluff-wise, I'm asking him to, hey, could you, make it fit me better? And he adds, his own little Foster twist to it. That it's better than before, but it's an artificer's, infusion.
Out of curiosity, Foster, do you by any chance have, an insignia that you normally put on, your pieces of armor that you make?
It's the symbol that I had used before. I don't have it with me, but I can get it.
Thank fuck. I thought it was gonna be a tramp stamp or one of those ovary tattoos above my lines.
Wait, the womb tattoos?
What is
No,
fertility
that's
not-
things?
Oh God, those.
No.
That's for later.
Foster.
No.
Foster wouldn't put it there because that's just insulting. It's on your
Yeah.
buttock. Wherever your armor
yeah.
goes over there, it's all there. All right, God, come on. Foster has some class.
It's
Oh,
on her
jeez.
titty, where on the plate
Oh,
part of her titty.
God.
That's where the insignia goes.
Bruh. This is not the brand of sacrifice from Berserk. Have some class, man. Come on.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah, it's like an ace of spades, but instead of with an A in it, it's got like an F.
Let me put this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it into perspective. You guys are asking effectively a construction worker to have class.
Oh, I see. Very classy. That is quite the knee slapper. Oh, hilarious. In fact, here, allow me to
the type of person to, he's the type of person to catcall women as they go across the dig site.
So, how many women have smacked you across the face for saying certain things?
A lot.
And they'd have to
have
to duck down too much.
And yet you have learned nothing. You've learned nothing through all that.
Because I wear a helmet.
Yes, he's Johnny Bravo, basically.
Hello.
Yes, just
pretty
smaller
lady.
and more. Just smaller and more. What's it called? Persistent.
Those legs look pretty long. I'd love to climb them sometimes. And just like, are you like 12? I'm like 28. Like, oh.
You're pushing 30, woman.
Yeah. Now I'm just thinking about that scene from Bad Boys where it's just like, how old is you? 26. Shit, man, you look 30.
All right.
Yeah.
So
didn't you say like 16? Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like 16, 17.
So Matilda, thanks to the expertise of Foster, he immediately he notices that it's a little small on your frame, just a teensy bit, and naturally starts like messing around with it, improving it in small pieces, making sure it's modeled and tightly contours without crushing you into its form. And within, I would say, maybe an hour or so during his downtime, within the downtime, he manages to fashion you the armor that just kind of like goes over you like it's almost a secondary skin.
Ooh, cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Hey. I'm like test my gloves and my arms and stuff. Got like an under layer of chainmail to protect like the weak connections. Like, oh, nicely done, Foster.
I think I do good work too. He says, putting his hands on his hips, looking proudly over his work.
I lean down and ruffle my hand through his hair.
Oh.
Yeah, you do, Sonny. And you see an elderly gentleman whose hoe was unfortunately very unsharpened. Who, after having done work on it, he just kind of turns over once upon hearing you, and he just congratulates you on that before shuffling away.
Imagine working with an unsharpened hoe.
Was that a random old man?
Yeah, just the random old man that he Foster helped with his sharpening his hoe.
Is that a
Someone-
euphemism?
It wasn't meant to be.
Map skills.
I'm just sighing just because I know someone is gonna take that out of context. Somehow.
We just did. We just
Sharpening
did.
that
We just
hose
did.
map skills.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, and with
Well,
that,
anyways.
I'll unless somebody else has anything else they'd like to do on the first day, I was gonna go ahead and just move us along to the second day. If anybody would like to continue doing, would everyone like to continue what they've been doing more or less for the first day for the second, or would we like to change that up?
Oh, yeah.
I am asking. Okay.
So,
I
drinking,
Something.
Yeah.
eating,
I was hunting for 2
and
days
bodyguarding.
already.
Nice.
I will continue the training like Vegeta continues in the hyperbolic time chamber.
That seems a bit extreme.
Nice.
At least he had Bulma to tell him to knock it the fuck off.
I'm not that crazy. I'm just being consistent. I actually do
Fair
take
enough.
breaks. I don't push my body like some royal fam.
You
family
train like
members.
Retsu.
Yeah, or just like
Yeah. from Baki.
Yeah. Or just do some imaginative training, sort of like how Baki does
Mhm.
image training. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who any of these people are.
We need to get you caught up with current day anime.
Baki's good, at least.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah, 2 days.
yeah, second day. So, Arvad, I'm gonna focus on you for a second.
All right.
Nothing really occurs on the second day. You just more or less kind of continue going through your kata, and more importantly, start doing push-ups, sit-ups, trying to keep your body in shape as you have always done. I'll say, just for the sake of this, for at least the rest of the day until the next dawn, you have advantage on athletics checks.
Let's go.
Yeah, and because you're training. It is, though not. It's as you normally do, but because you've kept that up for so long, and you keep doing it, not just when you're adventuring, but also when you're here in town. I'll say your hard work is, at the very least for today, gonna pay off. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So I'm gonna move on to Dusk. I'm guessing you're gonna also still continue hunting.
If it was the second day, yes, we'd be still hunting. I believe we did roll for my stuff already the last session.
Oh yeah, because we did over the 2 days. Yeah, of course. It's starting to come back to me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, more or less today is when you fought not the dire gophers, but I think you found a deer and a rabbit. So, today's the day when you get those two.
Yeah.
All right. So then I will move to Zerulia. Zerulia, what would you care to do this fine day?
First, I'd like to study my CSL book again.
All right, of course. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. Just real quick roll, adding your modifier.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
After giving yourself, a few hours worth of rest from yesterday, having had a tough time initially grasping the book, the second day, it's a lot easier. You're just rereading what you read before, and you're kind of like starting to connect the dots in your head. Having the neurons connect as you're like, oh, okay, so that's what that means. As you're beginning to at least learn the grammatical syntax of CSL.
Awesome. And then I'd like to go ahead and ask Foster about making armor set for the Grimry.
Good talk,
Cody?
Foster. Good talk.
Cody!
I believe Foster's been so invested in his work, he's taken a vow of silence.
He's just like, huh? What?
Oh, he's on
Oh.
the phone call.
Booba.
Okay, I'm gonna put this
Oh.
temporarily on hold. And I'm sure Foster will contact us again once he's able to.
I'll send him a oh, he's in general. Hang on.
Yeah, he's on a phone call. Yeah.
Oh, he's in a phone call.
Yeah. So I'll leave that for now. So other than talking to Foster about making armor for Grimmery, which is a cool idea, by the way. What else were you hoping to do with the rest of your day?
I hadn't planned anything, so.
Okay. Well, we'll just say you.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. All right, go Norris. So,
Grimmery.
Yeah, Zerulia asked you, Foster, if you could possibly make armor for Grimmery.
Making an armor for Grimmery. Absolutely. I just need metal and leather.
Alright, I've got leather already, so
Oh.
I'll implement leather.
Yeah, so I will, I guess, while working on the, he takes the stuff and, he pops out his, little workshop table and he points, his hammer at her and says, I'll do this for free because you're cute. And, he,
Nice.
puts down his hammer After like he starts kind of straightening out the leather, and then he just pulls out a full-on blowtorch and just starts going to town at the metal.
Where do you get these things?
I make
His
them.
backpack.
How?
From my backpack.
I'm just like, how many tools do you have in that backpack of yours?
Yes.
Foster thinks for a moment, and he just kind of like he takes the backpack off, and he's just going to like open the bag and summon all of his tools that fall out.
This really stands back.
So it's just like this massive pile of tools. He's got multiple shovels, multiple crowbars, screwdrivers, wrenches, the entire blowtorch system.
I need to get you like a toolbox, like even if you have a bag of holding. Being tidy works so much better.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you have enough tools to basically run an entire factory or workshop, and that's just for you, you've got to have some kind of name system.
When I first started with the excavationists, they taught me that organization was incredibly important. And then after leaving school, you learn that fuck organization, you just remember where everything is. Like, this paperclip, he says, reaching inside.
Oh, God.
Bottom left,
Pile.
far corner.
It's in a pile. It's in a pile.
I know where it is
It's
exactly.
not on a desk somewhere. It's in
Let's
a
see.
pile.
I know. If people start moving my shit around, then I don't know where it is.
Oh my
Just-
god.
He's just like, all right, you got a screwdriver? Oh yeah, it's over there next to that big wrench on the left, on top of that giant drill. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in
You'll
a
see
pile
it.
over there.
You'll see it next to the pile of 3 nails, not 4 nails.
Next, it's in the pile. It's in a pile.
Just like,
It's just a pile.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, he just like puts the bag over the pile, and it all just goes back in there before he gets his tape measure, and he starts going at like, is Grimry summoned?
Yeah, Grimmer's pretty much always with me.
Okay, yeah. So and can I see Grimry?
Absolutely, I gently pick them up and sit them on the work table.
Okay, yeah, so Foster just, like, starts grabbing them, like, stretching out their limbs, get a full measurement, before going back to blow-torching the pieces of metal and bending it into place.
Just shield Grimmer's eyes from the blowtorch.
Isn't he immune for
stare
fire?
directly into it.
he's not immune to going
Yeah, but-
blind.
Arc lights are really, really bright.
Yeah, most people's retinas
Oh,
aren't like,
shiny.
No,
it's like staring into the eclipse
sun.
without staring into the eclipse or the sun without protective eyewear.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's a
and then-
devil.
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, but, you can still get blinded by a bright light.
Blinded by the light.
yeah, it's like that scene in The Amazing World of Gumball where Gumball and Darwin stare at the sun and literally burn their eyes.
Oh. I've
Man.
seen
Yeah.
pretty much nothing of Gumball besides the fan animations.
I just imagined like a devil tactical team just throwing flashbangs with no protective eyewear, and they're like,
Oh,
we're completely
no.
fine.
Flash
I mean, they can't
out.
hear anything. Flash out, and they're blind completely. They're just like whatever, walking through their own flashbang.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I would like to say it does take you about, I would say, 2 hours, just because it is a small creature, and to get metal to be bend in the way that you do for such a specialized job takes a little more time than normal. You managed to fashion what exactly were you building? Like, I know there's leather and there's metal pieces, but what were you trying to build? I hope it's not plate mail or anything like that.
No, it's not. It's I think it's the equivalent of it's medium armor, so it's like the equivalent of like what is it? I think splint.
No, split man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, no, go take it down.
No, it's a chain shirt.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you're essentially making him a ring shirt for him to wear. All right, of course, with leather pieces to help attach it all together. So, if it's pretty well, I mean, it's essentially just rings rung around and then placed on Grimry to protect him from stabs and getting hurt. It fits.
Yeah, because they couldn't fly with the heavy armor. The splint
Yeah.
is the heavy armor.
All right.
Oh yes, the
So-
rings of Grimbray.
Grimry begins to kind of model it for you on your prompting, of course, Cerulia.
Aw, you're so cute.
And cuteness and battle ready.
Cute and battle ready.
I'm too sexy for my
Oh,
teacher.
no.
Too sexy for my.
It's like scales, more like it. So effectively,
Yeah.
the armor that they look like, it's almost like he's making Grimry look like a miniature dragon.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. What are the odds that Grimry is just going to develop? Grimry is capable of transformation, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, technically, definitely capable of it through Zerulia's magic casting. Yes.
Actually,
I'm just
innate.
wondering. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a point where Zerulia just gets powerful enough and Grimry actually changes something more terrifying.
Grimray is dragon now. And just looks like
Yeah.
a kobold.
The American tech.
Durgan.
Ah.
I mean, they're not.
So, for the sake of brevity, I will say this. By the way, you do discover a small little smidgen of a problem.
What?
When you go to call Grimry or recall Grimry into their little pocket dimension, the armor doesn't go with Grimry.
Oof.
Sad.
So you will have to don and doff it, but he can still wear it. I'm just letting you know now. The armor is not attached to your creature. It will disappear with him if you recall.
Oh. I have an idea. I'm going to make the Dawn and Doff quick by making it cast off armor.
Oh, okay, cool. Easy
Oh,
then.
there's an idea.
Smart.
So all she's really Grimry shows up and she just slaps the armor right off, like those wristbands where you would like slap them onto your wrist, like that.
Oh, the ones that
Slap bracelets.
Snap
yeah.
off, half off armor. I like it.
Oh, so it's
Slap armor on my Grimry.
so modular
Yeah.
armor. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay.
Alright.
List.
All right. Well, Foster, I know you said you were doing this without charge, but I want you to have this. And I don't even quite look at him. I'm still looking at Grimry because, oh my god, so cute. But I hand him a chocolate.
Nano machine, son.
He's gonna eat it from your hand.
Oh god.
I just
And if anyone's paying attention, you'd realize Foster suddenly has shark teeth. He like unhinges his mouth, seeing the chocolate, and just bites,
Oh, no,
lifting her hand.
I guess I'll have to
gently swat you on the back of the head, and it's like, are you sure you want to do that? Hmm?
I was
You're
hungry.
already eating it, but like, yes, I'm not talking about that.
What?
I'm talking about. Okay, was it just a joke? The shark teeth.
Well, yeah, it was like,
Okay.
yeah, it was, like, it was comedic
Get-
exaggerate.
Yeah, like a chibi
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excess discount Nanawe? What?
Then no way.
No way.
What was that?
King Shark is a shark.
Oh, from Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I always knew
Friend?
that Cody was the imposter. Like, Foster was the
Bird.
imposter.
Nom
Foster
nom.
was the imposter.
Foster, yeah. It rhymes, so it must be true.
Foster the imposter. Oh my god, that rhymes.
And it rhymes
All right.
too.
All right. All in favor of voting out of the vent, say aye.
I'm venting him.
Seth has one of those immunity amulets because it's his birthday.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
goes. You just
he
see.
can't be voted off the island.
Yeah. You just see Foster floating in space. He's just like, dang it. Foster was eliminated.
He's spinning out in space. You can still see
Foster
him
was
scream, but
not
you can't
the
hear him.
imposter.
I know there's
It's
no
just
sound
outing
in
in outer
space.
space.
I know there's no sound in
Bastards.
space, but imagine
Oh my
just
God.
Foster just floating in space and just like with his finger guns thrown up, and he's like, "Bitches," just floating away.
Oh god.
Well, fortunately,
Yeah.
because I have an oxygen tank, I can get back.
But for how? But
I'd
for how
have
much?
to. I would have to, like, basically it would be like, oh, we vented Foster, it's gonna be safe. Then you would hear like just then you hear like hull breach.
Son of a bitch, he's back. He just
It's
You
just
just
all
see
about
like
that
a-
through event. It just goes like, hello.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I got this.
Hello.
Eject entire module back up to the space station. Flies off into the sun.
Holy shit.
just like yeah, or just
We're
or imagine
ejecting
just
the entire section of this space station.
Oh.
just like it's just like now I see why they had us get a modular space station. I thought instead of having it in one piece.
Living quarters? Who needs them?
Great. We also just you also forgot that was also where we had some of our additional oxygen supply. So where's your plan for that?
Oh,
It's just
no.
a very intense game of Among Us. Jesus.
Right.
Dude.
It's gone from Among Us to literally a.
Alien Survivor had it.
Alright, so Grimmy now has armor. Alright, let's see. We'll be moving on to Matilda. I mean, you mentioned you were just gonna be drinking, eating, and taking care of Bacon, and of course guarding Foster, right?
Yeah, and hanging out with Rulia as much as she wants.
Yay.
Oh,
That's so cute.
gotcha. Alright. Well, not much occurs in that regard. But I am curious about something. Would you mind rolling me a d20, Matilda?
Yeah, sure. Just a d20.
Yeah, just the d20.
Well, that's 13.
13, huh? Alright.
I mean, that doesn't sound too.
I sense
I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something here.
There's a
I sense
silence
that-
in the voice.
You
Yeah.
don't notice the head crab crawling up your leg.
Oh god, no. This is not
Is
I
it
think you're in the
Foster,
wrong
please?
universe.
Foster, you're being a
You mean
bit
the
too clingy
face
these days.
hugger?
No,
Yeah.
head crab from what's it called?
What?
Half-Life.
Life.
Yeah.
Mm.
You just hear do.
Oh.
Foster, stop touching my leg. What? I'm over here.
Huh?
It's just eating an ice cream. What? What I
What?
do now? Wait, if you're
he's
there.
I can't hear you.
Just see you just see me coming with the staff and just hit the thing and I'm just like die evil creature die.
Turns out it's like a clockwork thing. It's like Foster's new fucking homunculus in the
Yeah.
No, Crabsy.
I worked all night on that.
It's just like, don't, please don't kill it. It's just a friend. Oh!
Scare her. It's got, he's even
The
got
old
like a
man that
camera
doesn't
on the head.
understand technology.
Oh, jeez.
By the way, Foster, since don't worry about it, Matilda. I'll get to you later. Foster,
Yeah.
That's
I'm
foreboding.
guessing you're. Yeah, out of curiosity, you're gonna continue doing repair work, and obviously you took 2 hours to help Zeruli with her thing. But essentially, you're just gonna be continuing what you were doing the first day, right?
Yep, and then at the end of the day, going out for some drinking and fun.
Okay. I need you to roll me a d20 first, or I guess, do you want me to do it for you, or?
I got it.
Okay, so I need you to roll me a d20. 3d8s, 3d6s, and 4d4s.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Let me put some Kevin
Wait a
in it.
minute.
Something ain't right.
Yeah, something.
Alright,
ain't
what
right.
did you say? You said a D20?
Yes, yes.
That's gonna be 11.
Alright, cool. 11? Alright. And then I need you to roll me 3d6, 3d8, and 4d4s.
Hold on a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Something happened
bit
in
slow.
here. But what it is ain't exactly clear.
Another 11
From the d6s, right?
from the D6s, yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna put this down in chat just for my sake. Alright, now I need you to roll me 3d8.
Hey.
Your butt feeling a bit this.
21.
21. Alright, and then 4d4.
Jesus.
What are you rolling for?
The damage I'm doing to everyone.
Oh, great.
No. He's
And
got vicious
you know-
mockery.
See, and this may be another reason why I should go back to drinking.
No, no. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's only this time I'm
12.
gonna need a bigger gourd.
Oh, alright, cool. Alright. So you started to build a really reputation since even yesterday, which is fast for a town. Unfortunately, at this point, because it's a small town, you do have returning customers who've brought in a little bit more work for you. And because of that, you've been compensated for that in regards with 11 copper pieces, 21 silver, and 12 gold.
Oh.
Wow,
Okay.
somebody's making money.
A good side hustle, right?
Could you repeat that one more time?
Oh yeah, of course. You're doing good work. What you've earned is 11 copper,
Copper.
21 silver,
21.
and then 12 gold.
Well, nice. I have 69 copper. That's
Oh,
the
goddamn.
sex number.
Yay!
Oh my god.
That's the way the Cody crumbles.
There's no maturity on this channel, is there?
Nope.
No.
I mean,
Not at all.
sure, it's part of the escapism.
I think to be young, wild, and have little regards for simple things.
Yes, to be young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I'm not
We
even
should
gonna
try
argue with
sometime.
that. No, see, I'm young. I'm not dumb. I'm full of the other thing, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Your own brand or someone else's? Huh?
My own. In fact, but
That
we're not
takes
gonna discuss that. Yes, and the walls of Jericho are going to break very soon. Send in someone.
He just Eddie Wad.
Anywho,
Seth, I was told someone needs to show up at Nomad's place. No reason.
I said anyone. I didn't say. I said anyone. I didn't say. They said me, anyone unwilling.
He would be. Seth, you would be unwilling?
Yeah, I don't think Seth would approve. We're working with the same. We're working with similar equipment. I don't think that's gonna work out.
Had you heard of a term called docking? And that I'll leave the joke there.
Yes, for ships.
Yes, for ships. Yes.
I didn't know you were an avid
For
sailor.
ships. Yes. We all of us are surrounded by seamen. Quite regularly. Yeah.
Like Aquaman.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Yeah, don't forget. Yes, that's Madeline, folks. She'll be here all night next week, and at the Comedy Central in New York. Don't forget to tip your waitresses.
Jeez.
Stay tuned.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
All right. So
Waitress tipping.
the second day goes by.
What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Around the morning, when all of you are sat down and enjoying breakfast, talking amongst yourselves, there does appear to be an individual who kind of comes through the main front doors of Ignelli's place, and she waves him through. They seem to kind of know each other a little bit. It seems to be a half-elven individual just kind of walking through the doors, wears a fairly nice kind of like petticoat kind of ensemble of some sort with relatively unfancy rest of his dress. He walks through and he looks at you and he says, I think you're all the adventurers, right? That I've heard so much about?
That we are. Can we help you?
Wait, is a guy with a petticoat on?
Yeah, a guy in the petticoat, but the only thing that's fancy about him is that petticoat. Otherwise, he's just wearing regular trousers and
Isn't the
woolen
petticoat for women?
Maybe he's flamboyant.
Isn't it? Maybe I'm thinking of something else here. Give me a second. Let me look it up now. You got me questioning.
He could be very
Don't judge
flamboyant.
that
You never
man's
know.
style.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just like, English isn't my first language.
You're
Yeah.
judging.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
that.
wait, I just realized I might have messed up. Alright, maybe not a petticoat. I
You
thought a
mean,
petticoat was
tails? Like,
No,
Or
it's what do you call that? The little almost ascot thing that's very fluffy that somebody wears in the front of their formal wear. What is that called?
Like crevet or something?
Yeah, like
Cravat.
Cravat. Yeah.
Let me look. Oh man. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, a cravat. I'm not very familiar with old style clothing. Sorry. So
Don't
not
worry.
a petticoat.
Or
Don't
something.
worry.
that's fine.
A nice
Yeah, you
orange
like wizarding
cravat.
hats.
Yeah, I'm more into headwear. Thank you. So
It's all good.
wearing a nice cravat, but that's the only nice thing about him. Otherwise, he's just wearing regular clothes. He is approaching you, and he asks if you're the adventuring group that he's heard so much about.
I would say we are, yeah.
We might be. It depends.
Yeah.
How can we help you?
And how much does it pay? This is a foster.
Oh, I don't need help. I'm on orders here from O'Crease to give you this. And he kind of like reaches into his pants and pulls out what appears to be a letter.
Oh,
Did you say
A letter.
old crease?
O'Crease.
Oh, crease, like O'Shea.
Yeah, like O'Shea, O'Malley, but
yeah, yeah.
O'Crease.
Okay. Who can read?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Alright. So
I kick
Glitter,
the table
I
and
mean,
walk
I
off.
can, but
you kick the
yeah,
table.
I don't know.
why?
I don't know. Dusk can read.
I can
14
read.
in medieval. Yeah,
He's
14 in medieval
Yeah.
times.
You have to forgive the boy. He's housebroken.
Oh, he's yet to be housebroken.
I can read.
You want to read
He's
it?
yet to be broken in.
I think.
Yeah, sure, I'll read it.
I think
All right, here you go.
Wait. I think Glitter said that she went up to get the letter, right? Unless somebody else
Oh.
says otherwise.
All right.
Yeah, glitter.
All right. So Zerilia's reading then.
I take the letter and I open it up.
Alright, of course. So, Glitter, you take the letter. It's when you put it up to your face to kind of start opening it, you smell a faint waft of what smells like lavender or something. It's a pleasant smell, which, you're not used to letters smelling good. You proceed to kind of crack it open, and then, you begin to read. You've been cordially invited to attend your honoring ceremony with you and the rest of your group. Please be here by 1 p.m. A few hours before the ceremony begins.
Okay.
See you soon. Sincerely, Okris Tolik.
So is this to imply that it's like that day?
Yeah, today's the day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, if it's a formal event, we should dress appropriately.
In petticoats.
No, I'll just get a nice. I'll just wear a nice, either a nice ceremonial robe or maybe a gambeson.
Yeah, I'm just wearing my usuals.
Maybe we should get you a dress or something.
A dress?
It's a formal event.
Want
We
me
can't.
in a dress?
It's a formal event. We have to dress appropriately.
I mean, maybe like some sort of warrior queen, sure, but I don't do dresses. Next thing
Okay.
you
You
know,
can
you're going
make
to ask me if
armor
I'm
look-
going to wear heels.
You
Okay,
can make so Foster starts to say like you could have formal armor, and when she mentions heels, he like takes a moment and thinks about it and says, "I mean, you wouldn't look bad in heels."
You want her to be tall?
Nervously sweats.
You want her to be taller?
Yeah.
Of course you do. How about the ceremonial armor? Something that represents your people, but also fashionable for the event.
You want me to buy culturally appropriate armor in a different nation, and I'm short notice.
Well, you don't have to buy it. We have our tailor right here. Taps Foster in the head.
I can't make her a full formal armor set before the party. That takes time.
They're expecting us to be adventurers, yeah?
So
To my people, this is, passable. I'm not a vagrant.
Okay.
Look, we clean up with some magic, and then we get our shoes shined. And by shoe shines, I mean just we clean up, and we go. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right. Dusk, Cerulia, what do you think?
I think this letter smells like flowers.
Okay. Dusk, any thoughts?
Not a brain cell behind those eyes.
No.
He's hormonal, not stupid. There's a difference.
Let's get this over and done with.
Yeah, I hear it's just a formality. Right? It
It
should
is,
just be a
but-
formality, yeah?
It is, but then it also wouldn't hurt to look nice for such an occasion.
Yeah, but what are you going to wear then?
Well, I was considering
Just a
maybe
sarong
getting
and nothing else.
Well, I was going to consider getting a gambeson, as they call it here.
Oh, okay.
But
And that is classy to you.
it looks classy. In most ceremonial things in the monastery, we wear special robes, but I don't have them with me.
See, same problem.
Oh,
I wasn't expecting to go fine dining and all that when I came here.
neither did I, and yet
You'll
here
just
we
have
are.
to live with it.
All right.
Fine
I just-
dining and breathing.
I just pat the helmet on his head. It's just like, oh, stop.
Yeah, we'll just have to, magically clean Foster up a bit. And, get
Right.
all the dirt and rust off him.
Right.
Especially like the dirt and the grime.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what's Dusk going to wear?
I'm already in my.
No one? Oh,
Everyone's
well,
scared
yeah,
us.
you're already in what?
They're not ceremonial, but they're more like
Okay,
the standard clothing that my
Thank you,
sect
Seth.
gives out. They're formal
You're
enough.
sect? What do you mean a sect? You're part of a sect?
I think you misheard him. Believe.
I didn't say sex. He said sect.
Yes.
What? Is that part of like a cult or something?
I'm walking away from her. She asked me this.
Okay, we're going to take him to like a clothing shop, and we're going to buy him something nice. So that people don't
Alright.
think he's like some sort of religious zealot.
If she pulls out her, if she touches me, I'm pulling out a dagger and threatening her.
You're going to threaten the giant woman, woman
Wow.
who can throw you miles away with just one arm. Really?
I'm not some sort of.
Well, he's not a helpless child. He's also a barbarian, so he'll be fine with the fall damage.
The landing will be fine.
Oh,
I would like to raise 3 feet from the ground, please.
no.
I'm just waiting for that scene. It's just like, Custody's like, Arvad, yes, I would like to rage. Go for it.
3 feet from the ground.
Everyone just randomly starts taking barbarian levels here.
You just see him just flex hard enough and just starts putting on at least like 20 pounds of muscle. It's just like, shockwave just goes around.
I just want to walk down the street holding his hand, going from store to store, looking for clothing.
That's what I want to avoid.
Right, and do you want some ice cream? Like, afterwards, we'll go and eat some waffles, okay?
I have no idea what the tall woman just said. These words are foreign to me.
It's waffles is
And
for
I
keep
your
walking.
many.
They're like sweet cakes.
Yeah, they're like sweet cakes with some syrup and flour, sugary things on it.
Yeah, you like chocolate, you'll probably like this.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
How do you know you don't like it until you try it?
Yeah, don't knock it until you tried it twice. Right, well, this is not going anywhere, and you're not my child, so whatever.
All right, so I suppose we're just cleaning up appropriately, and we're going at 2. Yes.
And of course, we're going to bathe and wash up. I didn't
I
say
just wanted-
arrive like vagrants.
I'm just making sure,
just-
just checking,
Okay.
because given the
Right.
let's call it interesting adventures that we've had thus far, I don't know what to expect anymore.
That's a fair assessment. If need be, we'll even hold, Foster upside down. Just to make sure he doesn't have any explosives with him.
Good idea.
He just narrow. He like
Alright, you all
looks
went
up at her.
very quiet now.
He looks up at her with like he's got his mask down, so like you can't see his face, but he definitely exuding just a volatile spirit of disgust that you would even
Jesus.
suggest the truth.
So you're telling,
the truth was, how dare you?
so Foster, you hear no explosives, no pipe bombs, no mini bombs, no grenades, and no
Nothing.
firecrackers.
I just picture that scene from Atlantis where they say a big explosion could set this volcano off, and they all look.
You just look at him. You just see him you just see him just twisting some wires. He says, "Maybe I should do this later, right?" Yes.
No.
By the way, he's easily my favorite character in the entire movie, hands
Yeah,
down.
Vinny.
it's great.
Vinny is fun.
Vinny Santorini.
Yeah. And then I'm just thinking of other things like just Foster just digs up holes like Moliere, and they're just like, so why does he does this again? And we're just like, you don't want to know. Matilda, don't tell him. You should have told me, and you did. And now I'm telling you, you don't want to know.
You made this joke last time.
I know, but it's still fun. It still doesn't make it less funny.
Hilarious.
Some jokes just never die because they're that good.
Exactly.
I promise not to bring any high-grade explosives.
Or low
No
grade.
grade either.
I'm glad we all patched that
Gives us
loophole.
Explosives, period.
Yeah,
Mate, you
anything
think
that
I'm
can
funny
go.
with this? I've had children.
Yeah, and anything that can go boom, it stays at home.
Yes, there's a time and place for
Okay,
everything.
nothing that goes boom.
Or
He lifts
or,
up his hands and says, nothing that can go boom.
or it can catch fire.
I promise nothing flammable either.
I'd like to roll
Oh,
for
God.
insight.
Acidic. Are we going to have to go through a list here?
With just to be safe, because I do not wish to be blown up for a second time and see the ancestors.
Yeah.
If you want to incite him, then yeah, I'd say go for it.
I'm just going to do it
No. I'll
just
just pull you by the damn ears.
actually even better.
I've done nothing wrong. Yeah.
No,
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, yet.
the fact that you said yeah just concerns me even
Nah.
more.
Huh.
No, I'm going to do another. I'm just because of that, and I'm also going to roll for insight just because I don't trust you that much.
You can trust me.
Yeah,
The
it's the
entire
way that
party
you
rolled
said it.
insight.
Just
So Foster, if you
Yeah.
are in fact not telling the truth, I do need you to roll me a deception check.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
And of course,
so yeah.
I mean, you don't have to confirm anything. Just if you do decide to roll for it, feel free to message it to me directly.
Okay.
I'll give everyone a minute to do the rolls necessary. Of course, there's quite a few people trying to contest you with insight. I just can't confirm nor deny this until I know for sure.
I don't like where this is going.
I love where this is going.
That little chuckle.
Dusk still doesn't quite understand the concept of explosives, so
What do
he
you
doesn't
mean?
know.
You were blown up
You-
by cotton.
I was
And there-
explained to you that it was what was done there was an explosive. I just don't know what it is. Still,
It's called it's called Fallout, and if you don't survive, you won't live to see another day.
Makes sense. I sent it to you, X.
Yeah, okay. So that's what you're gonna do? Alright. So to everybody else, those who rolled insight, if you care to, Foster looks like he's telling the truth.
Alright then.
Okay. I'm going to trust him. Because I owe him that at least. But I won't be happy if it turns out the entire house is going up in flames.
Or somebody's being dismembered by a shockwave blast.
Yeah.
I will not do anything of the sort.
Okay.
Ugh.
So, watch
Ignelli
time.
does act. Yeah, Ignelli actually pipes up at this point, and she says, "If you're looking for a place to take a shower or a bath in, we have a bathhouse that's not too far from here, and they don't charge that much."
Ooh.
How much is
Really?
a
Let's
bath?
go for it.
It's really up. Let's go.
Yeah, don't
Do
worry.
they have massages?
No.
Of course you'd
What
ask
the-
that.
No, they don't have massages. No.
I'm so sick and tired of this backwards ass town.
Hey,
Oh, stop whining, you pipsqueak.
don't talk about my town like that. It's rude.
Have a bit of respect, Foster. You and your goodwill.
He tries to stick out his tongue, but his mask is still down, so it just looks like he just jutted his face.
You lick the inside of your mask with that.
It's just like, did
Tastes
you
like
just,
aluminum.
it's just like, did you just stick your tongue out at us?
No one can tell.
No.
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 I just look at it's just like, again. I just look and ask Matilda again. How old is he again?
He's like almost 30 now, I guess.
And
Like,
yet he
how old
acts.
are you?
That's a good question. How old is he? I think he is
You don't know.
pushing 32.
And
I
yet
don't
he
remember. I haven't looked at the sheet.
He's in his 30s, and yet he acts like he's 12.
Yeah,
And
I
looks
believe it's
15.
what they call boyish energy.
The DM begins to cold sweat.
No. Two sides of the same damn coin.
So, all of you collectively, I'm guessing, go about your business. Just so I know, who's trying to buy fancy wear here? Because I know everyone's going to the bathhouse. At least, I think everyone's going to the bathhouse.
I am, yeah. You just sucked my tits and walked up.
Well, the bathhouse might actually also relax some muscles too, since I put on the work, so might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sits in the hot tub, just like, this is
Yeah,
nice.
is it like private things or is it like communal?
No, I mean, it is communal, but it is divvied up between a woman's
Yeah,
side
so-
and,
yeah.
there is that much respect here.
Good.
Cool.
The red scale dragonborn begins to kind of take a silver piece from each of you. That's how much she charges for the use of the bathhouse. So you'll collectively lose a silver piece per person.
All right.
Let me.
Sounds
get done with that.
worthy.
Mhm.
6 and 9. There we go. Looking forward to it.
I haven't had an interesting hot spring bath since the monastery.
Oh. Were those communal?
Yes.
I mean, what the other monastery does in its own time was none of my business.
Wait, what are you implying that we did?
No, you took baths together. Watch each
Well,
other's
yes, there's-
backs and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we shared living quarters, training grounds,
That's what I'm
chores.
saying, it's none of my business.
Yeah.
And whatever I'm implying, you don't know.
I just look at it. I just look at Matilda as just like, you have a naughty mind, don't you?
No, I've just been around and I'm too old to give it.
I'm too old to give a damn. Relatable.
Yeah.
You just see him shake his head. It's just like, hi.
Yeah, I've been around. What do you want from me?
Oh, nothing. You just find new ways to surprise me with your tales of adventure and your wit.
Yeah, that's what I do. My weight? What?
Wit.
Wit.
Wit, okay.
And your weight.
Wait.
That's
No.
I'll
Listen.
Most.
I don't. Look, I think.
Someone almost died at the bath.
Listen.
You have a strange way
I'm.
with women. That's all I'm saying.
I've been told.
Yes. Now, shall we get washed up and then, shenanigans aside,
Yes.
go to
let's-
this event? It might be late after all.
Let's go.
Alright, it takes you all of like 10 to 15 minutes. Not too long, unless you guys are really, really trying to take your time with this here. Doesn't take you long to
I'm
scrub
not
yourselves
going
down.
anyway.
Oh, you're not? Oh, where'd you go?
No, I'm just standing outside.
Oh, okay, you're standing outside. You don't believe in
You
bats,
need
huh?
a bath.
No, I do believe in baths. I'm just not having one here.
Why you gonna jump in the lake and scrub yourself there?
I already have.
Fair enough.
He's such a weird child.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like there's gonna be one weird session where we just do a study on his mind and just be like, so were you hugged enough as a child?
Yes, I want to have a discussion with his mother someday.
Are you guys
No.
having this conversation privately inside the bathhouse, or no? Because he's technically outside.
I sneeze.
Oh, he can hear. I don't mind.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Alright. So all of you, Sans Foster, or sorry, not Foster, Sans. Oh my God,
Yes.
Dusk. Sorry.
Without,
Why?
yes.
Are you that tired?
I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. So
You know what? I might be.
anyways, who knows, man? I'm just gonna chalk it out. But yeah, everyone sans Dusk takes a shower, or sorry, bath. You scrub yourselves down. For those of you who care, you put some shampoo in your hair, provided to you by the bathhouse, thankfully. And you smell like nothing, because this isn't a fancy bathhouse where they just have unguents and perfumes like that. It is just
it's
a
just the
very
wash.
basic place. Yeah, it's just the wash. But thankfully, you don't smell sweat anymore or grime. You come out of the bathhouse wearing your nice clothing. Well, nice. Your armor, your weapons, you gather your things and you make your way out to where Dusk is. Standing guard.
Sounds great.
Yes, very refreshed.
Before I do go bathe, I give Bacon a heavy rinse. Just like, hose him down, just scrub him with like the rough brush. To get like the grime and the mud off him.
After you go in, he's immediately gonna jump in some dirt.
It's the mud. God damn it.
Don't worry. He feels right at home again.
Just looks like this. Well, I mean, to be fair, he is a big pig and he has very thick skin, so the mud is probably just like a pool for him.
All right. What's next?
Yes, we have an event to attend.
So you begin walking in the direction of what you imagine to be the town square where this event might be held. You begin to make your way in that direction. It takes you about 10 minutes, maybe at most, probably 5 of you collectively walking, where you see, once you round the corner and you begin to see this just large area in the center of town, designated essentially just like left very open with just cobblestone steps everywhere. You see what appear to be a lot of wooden chairs kind of aligned in many rows. About, you could assume, if you do the math, probably 100, maybe 150 chairs kind of set here. Maybe a little overkill for a small town like this, but
That's kind of like excessive.
yeah, you don't know why that might be the case, but there's a lot of chairs that have been set aside here, and they're all set facing what appears to be a elevated dice. With no podium or anything, it's just an elevated dice with what appears to be 10 chairs, 5 of them set on one side and then 5 on the other. And it looks like there appear to be workers kind of going to and from, hauling lumber here and there, making sure they clean the chairs. It seems to be kind of the busy work, as you arrived relatively around the time when you did. None of the chairs are filled up. It does appear to be that there are a few onlookers here and there of people watching this kind of unfold in front of them. It's a small crowd, but nothing you can't get through because there are people still kind of going about their business. Taking a moment to look at the spectacle in front of them before just kind of moving off to go in their own direction. Are you guys gonna approach the establishment, the area, by any chance, or no?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we are the guests of honor.
Yeah.
I keep the letter in hand in case we're supposed to like have it with us.
Okay, cool.
Good idea.
That's a good
Arvad.
idea.
Mhm.
Arvad, I do want to say, out of the different individuals amongst this crowd of people that you do see like a little bit like 5 feet away from the corner of the dice that's been set up, what appears to be a very familiar form of a giant, relatively giant individual with a giant claymore behind him, standing next to a now hatless individual, speaking to somebody else who appears to have this long roll of parchment in front of them. They seem to be animatedly discussing things amongst themselves. You're not close enough to see them, but you are close enough to you're not close enough to hear them, but you're close enough to recognize what they look like.
So it's like, oh, there's the one I had a challenge with. So I just walk up to them and just say, hey, seems our paths have crossed again.
Oh yeah, hello. As he kind of hears you, his bunny ears like perking up like immediately from his head, and he kind of immediately swiftly turns around and he says, "Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you settled our bet. Do you still have the hat on you by any chance or no?"
Yes, I have that. Yes, I'm wearing the hat.
You look mighty dapper in that hat.
Thank you.
I'm guessing these are the rest of your companions. He's like looking behind you, seeing, your group. Who didn't, I don't know, did you guys initially follow him, or are you guys behind him, or did you just let him walk off?
I went wherever Zerulia was going.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm moving where Matilda is.
Alright, so all of you kind of collectively stayed as a group, but Arvad decided to walk off about 5 to 10 feet away. So, he says, yeah, come bring him in, and he's kind of like, waving at the rest of you. You see this very like brown coated with white fluff where his mouth and nose are, bunny man, kind of flagging the rest of you down, from in front of Arvad, trying to get your attention.
I head over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I just introduced the group to the elder and his bodyguard to explain our relation and then introduce them, and I say these are my party members. This is Matilda, Foster, Zerulia,
Hello.
and Dusk.
Oh, nice to meet you. And he goes like one by one. He comes up to you and he puts his two hands together, trying to clasp yours in a handshake to each of you. He says, pleasure. Nice to meet you all. Name's O'Crease, or if you prefer, Mayor. Good to see you all.
The bunny is the mayor?
I'm delighted.
I
Yes.
freaking knew it.
He is in fact the mayor.
Oh. Wait, so he doesn't sound like a pretentious prick at all.
Maybe he's just one of those old guys where it's just like he's very aware of things, but he just plays dumb just to see where things go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You guys don't know him.
No, yet. Not yet.
Yeah. So anyway, so he does wave you all in to kind of say, all right, so we have your chairs right there, and he points to like the left side of the dice, right? And those 5 seats are for you. Wait, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there are 5 of you. All right, cool. I understood. All right.
3, 4, 5.
Anyways, yeah, 3, 4, 5. He's making he as well as me is making sure there's 5 of you. And the other 5 chairs over there for me and a few other well-to-dos of the town. So, anyways, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna go ahead and present you with this. And he kind of like pulls something from within his coat. Give me a second, let me make sure. Well, and speak about the right item. this is the Eye of Palor, and he pulls out what seems to be a gold. What was it? A item that looks pentagonal and diamond. A pentagonal diamond with a smaller shape within it. A sun etched in the interior of this thing.
Okay.
And he kind of like briefly like touches it in the center of the medallion, and it begins to glow really, really brightly to the point some of you have to cover kind of like your eyes or over your gaze from it.
Right.
And then he taps it again, and he says, I'm going to present this to one of you. Are any of you decent public speakers?
Let's see.
My
I can
hand
speak, I don't-
over Foster's mouth.
I'm wearing a mask, so I can still speak. I could do the
I know.
public
No.
speaking.
No. Just like, please. Just like, could you please excuse us for a moment?
Oh, of course.
that-
Anyways, and then
I mean,
he
Zerulia
moves
could do
up.
it. Sorry, go ahead.
So I could.
You just speak at our door to us.
Sorry, Hex, what were you saying?
Oh, all I was saying, to let you guys have your character's privacy, he does proceed to move off with him and his bodyguard and the individual he was speaking to. They begin to kind of like move off and to the other side of the dice, and they begin to kind of speak animatedly.
All right. Just like. So, okay. Hey, first off, two things. Number one, Foster, if you were going to give the speech, what are you going to say exactly?
I would say that it has been an honor to serve this town and ensure its further prosperity and future endeavors.
I'd like to roll
Mhm.
for insight.
Okay.
Yeah, we're overworked and underpaid. These sons of bitches.
That was okay.
Also,
Okay.
shamelessly plugs his business.
Yeah.
He's like, no matter what you roll, he's being honest.
Okay. So, okay, we'll save that for the rallying inspiration of speeches during wartime. So, Rulia,
Me? Okay.
Matilda could, but she just couldn't be arsed.
yeah.
So I must
mean-
be ours.
Well, if you're not up to it, I can always also go up and give a speech too.
What would you say?
Well, I would thank the mayor, thank the people of this town for their service, and how we are honored to provide our services to them, and we also thank them for honoring us in their humble town, and then wishing them well.
So the same thing that I would say, but more terrible.
No, less.
Wow.
How about with more delicacy? Because while I respect your brutal honesty, this is not the time.
What are you talking about? I said thank you for allowing us to ensure the prosperity of your town.
All right
I was
then.
just making jokes.
I can't stress this to you enough. I'm a
All right.
scientist and a public speaker as well. I know how to do these things.
All right then.
I've
All right
given
then.
Many presentations.
Okay then.
Okay.
All in favor? Okay then. All in favor of sponsor speaking, say aye.
Hi.
Yeah, sure, I.
All right. All opposed? All right. All right.
Just
All right.
Buster. I don't want anymore.
All right, Mini Man, you got the. All right, Mini Man, you got the floor. Just taps the helmet.
As it should be, he says, and he grabs the side of the helmet and makes the mask come up, and he's gonna put it towards his back, so he puts it away. It's like, oh, at least let them see my face.
All right. You want something to stand up on?
Don't worry, I have that covered.
All right. I just
No,
go.
he's got, like, fireworks and shit.
Oh boy.
So,
You know
okay.
I'm right.
I don't want. Please, I don't want to believe that. I genuinely want to believe he might actually. He's not going to just make a spectacle of us unnecessarily. Is that too much to ask?
Like, oh my god. It's gonna
He's
fire up
just-
in the air and explode, and it's his company logo. Now on sale.
Right? Yeah.
And then I just look up and facepalm, and I'm just like, I should have died on that beach.
Well, he did take the
Oh.
pyrotechnic spell.
Oh.
Boy.
That's a joke.
Well,
Okay.
I can't wait to see what you come up with.
All right.
So, at this point, as you guys are kind of like finishing up, you do, by the way, see he had already finished speaking to the people that he was, and now it's just him and his bodyguard waiting at a relatively respectful distance to let you continue your conversation in private. But he is looking down on you, so it's just a question of when you guys want to turn around and speak to him.
All right. I'll turn around and say, I will have our artificer, scientist, and heretics and men of Maytown speak on our behalf in the acceptance of our reward.
Of course. I'm guessing that would be, and he like literally looks from face to face before pointing at you, Foster, and he says, "That'd be you, right?"
Hello.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you a minute to speak. It's gonna go on a little bit long, so the ceremony doesn't begin till officially 3. We just had you come in just to give you a little briefing to make sure everything runs smoothly. So you might want to get a snack or something to eat in the meantime, and probably use the restroom. And then also as part of the ceremony, I intend to give you these. And he pulls out he doesn't pull it out this time. It's his bodyguard who kind of like having a box, kind of like. Within his hands, he pulls it open and he shows one of the what appears to be like almost like a leather golden band of some sort, with the letter G fancifully, placed on the front of it. And he says, "This is to honor you also as the saviors of our town. This is to mention to everyone that you are part of the honorable group of the Golden Grain Guard."
Oh. They got up in emotion.
Looks that
Yeah.
way.
You'll just be seen as heroes of the town. Think of it as an honorary title, nothing more.
Well,
Oh.
nevertheless, we are still grateful.
Does
With benefits,
the the whatever that he's giving us is it magical of any sort?
Do you go up and inspect him yourself?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so as you're going up and, he's still kind of talking, you do kind of like run your hands above him. You begin to kind of like do small little tests. They are not magical in any way, shape, or form. They are of good quality leather, and you can tell that because you yourself are an artificer and have made similar things. This is very quality leather, though, and the G is not something you've seen necessarily before. I mean, you thought of doing it before, or maybe you have, I'm not sure. But for the sake of this, it's a nice, almost embossed G onto the leather, which is very difficult to do. This is quality stuff here, even if it's not magical itself.
And then he was giving something else that was like a diamond, right?
Yes, he was giving you what appeared to be, let me read it again, a pentagonal diamond with a smaller pentagonal shape, a sun etched in the interior. So yeah, he showed you, and that was clearly magical because he literally pressed the front of it, the star itself, and it began to glow, and it actually like gave you, mechanically speaking, 40 feet of bright light with an additional 40 of dim light.
Oh.
But past that, you don't know what else it does. He did put it away, so if you want to inspect it, you'd have to either ask for it or lift it off him. But point being, he has put it away. The other one. Not
I'm not too worried about it right now.
Right.
All right
Sounds
then.
good.
I have a question.
So, wait. Sorry. Go ahead.
Is Grix with us?
Yeah, Goblin Friendo.
You tell me. Would you guys have told him to stay home, or has he followed along with you guys?
Oh, he's a friend.
Nah,
Bring friend.
As a
friend.
token of goodwill and like unification, we may as well just take him with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have him as an ordinary guest.
have him as a pet.
Honorary
No,
guest.
he's a friend.
Nice.
Honorary pet.
My pets are my friends.
Oh,
So wait, we're pets to you?
God.
No, I said my pets are my friends, not my friends are also my pets.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
But I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying I'm not associating the two.
I mean, Seth
So-
is my pet.
Yeah, there you go.
It's like a
and
pet
no-
name.
Damn.
Not how that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
So, since you did take him with you, I'll say he has wandered off, but not so far that he's out of your eyes, line of sight. He's at the moment speaking with what appears to be a vendor who is probably set up really close by, and he appears to be getting some kind of fluffy candy thing that seems to be attached to a stick.
Oh, the
Interesting.
cotton candy.
Yeah, pretty much. Ye oldie cotton candy.
Yeah.
That Technicolor, that Technicolor thread material on a stick. I'm
Yeah,
curious about it.
just suddenly loses interest. He's like, wait, hold on, something more important's come up, and just walks away from the mayor. And
Hold the fucking phone. Then he climbs down from Madeline and goes over.
Wait, no,
I'm
come
just-
back. We were talking to the mayor. Okay, he's gone.
Matilda, can I have
I'm
one?
just-
Can I have one? Matilda, please.
And I'm just like, I just facepalm. I was just like, I'm going. If this doesn't become any more embarrassing, I might actually have to kill him.
Oh, he's
Just to regain some lost honor.
He's just joking.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So, but for real though, that's what he's doing. Foster, I'm guessing I mean, you let go of the golden ring guard armband, right?
Yeah, I am going to get out of it.
Okay, no, I assumed. I'm sure. Like he says, all right. Anyways, go get some food. Go use the restroom. This might go on for about 2 hours, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. It depends how everything smoothly runs. All right. So, anyways, good to meet you. We'll call you up in a minute. I'll have one of my assistants come pick you up, and we'll sit here, and you'll sit all there, and then we'll get everything going. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, of course. Anyways, I'm gonna go take care of a few more things. If you need anything, feel free to come talk to me. I'm gonna be around here. So, and he proceeds to. You see, he's with a little more pep in his step. He begins to kind of slowly hop away, but hop away all the same, with his bodyguard just sagging his shoulders as he has to
does
keep
he
up with the
basically
hop.
just look like Mr. Harrington from Foster's Imaginary Home?
No. He's got. Well, I mean, he's not that tall. He's a little bit on the shorter side. Like, actually, he's probably as tall as, if I had to take a guess, Arvad, maybe just a little bit shorter. And his coat isn't
Oh.
gray; it's actually brown. Same coloring where the white is, but there's no mustache. So kind of like Mr. Harrington, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just look at this and I just think of an what's it called? This older version of what was the name of that What was the name of that samurai rabbit?
The what?
I should know this.
Oh,
So-
I know from TMNT, right?
Yes, he was friends
I
with
forget his name.
Leonardo.
Turtles.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forget what was his name, but
Yeah, Yoshi something.
Yoshikaze or Kage, I don't remember.
Yoshimura.
Yoshimura.
Yoshimura, there we
my
go.
God, that was off. Thank you, Yoshimura. I'll look up images later for the mayor, but that's what he looks like. He's just a brown colored rabbit,
Okay.
Yeah.
in very nice shirt and coat though. So like, clearly he's the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I follow Foster.
Yeah.
Foster, you follow along and have your, you could have your cotton candy. It costs.
He gets 5.
Oh my God.
5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just-
Because
I
you're
just
He's
like
got
you.
the money.
Yeah, but does he really need all that sugar in his system?
It costs you 15 copper pieces, and mind you, she sells it at 5 copper a piece per cotton candy because you're buying in bulk. And she actually recognizes you. You helped her out the other day on the first day when you were doing things. You actually helped fix a wheel of hers that had broken off the spoke of her cart, so she gives you a small discount and actually charges you 3 copper pieces per.
Oh,
So yeah, so all of you now suddenly have, purplish, almost like webs of some sort or others. I don't know who's here experienced cotton candy before, and I'm not going to assume. But for everybody else who hasn't, this looks like just a very pink-colored webbing that seems to be wrapped around a stick. Up to you guys what you do with them.
no, I was getting the 5 for me. No, I'm kidding.
Never mind. All 5
I
of these
was
would be
getting it
worth
for
it.
Do
everyone.
that.
Why would you
But-
assume he'd be kind?
Yeah, my expectations was low. My expectations for him sharing was very low, so I'm not surprised.
Apologies, my fault.
It was kidding. It was kidding, you
Very
bastards.
hungry.
Oh, but he does get an extra one. He does get like 5 for everyone. He gets 5, 1 for everyone, and then he gets 2 more for himself. And instead of paying her the 15 copper, he just gives her 2 silver because I do not want to mess up this 69.
Okay,
God.
my god. Okay. I'm trying to remember. It's 10.
There you go,
Sorry,
Ray.
I have to give you change back. So let me. Oh wait, you wouldn't accept it because you don't want to mess up the 69, would you?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, never mind. He tries to give you your change back, and you're like, no, I know what I'm about.
I insist you keep this.
I just imagine you also telling her why. It's like, listen, I got like
No.
69 in my pocket.
No, he's
69.
not gonna. He's not gonna explain to her. He's just gonna be like, "I insist that you take this as a tip. This is a threat."
You finish the sentence with, "No, this is a threat."
Yeah, but no, really though. Yeah, but really.
So he comes back to the group with like just his entire hands full of this cotton candy. He's like, "There's one for everyone."
By the way,
It's
Grix
like a
does
big
offer
old
to help
ball.
you carry them. By the way.
What?
Big old ball with just like 2 legs under it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grix does offer to help you carry some of those things because he has and bought his own. But seeing that it's a lot even for you to carry. He offers. I can take a few if you want, and they're for everyone else, right?
And there's one for you too.
Oh shit! Now he gets 2. All right, sick. So he says, "Oh yeah,"
I
and then,
spent money.
but he does help you bring a few of them so that way you're not just like a towering woolen
A
ball.
towering just ball of cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pass him out. He has 2 extra for himself. 5. And yeah, I think that checks out.
All right, cool. So all of you have cotton candy. It's just a question of what each of you does with it.
I just tried.
Yeah,
I just tried. It's like, huh. Sweet.
It's sweet and it melts in your mouth. Like it's
don't
almost
know.
like you took a bite, thinking it's gonna be like cotton webs or like webs from a spider, but then it just melts away.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like
strange.
eating a
Where did
cloud.
you get this?
Over there. I've had this before back where I'm from. They have it a lot when the circus comes in town. The acrobats.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's
It's like-
cool. I gotta write that down. Lore.
It eats like it tastes like eating a cloud.
I don't know what this is.
It's like eating webbing.
It's
But
candy.
it's sweet.
I pull
Yeah.
a bit off.
Yeah, finish that line.
Pull a bit off, and I'll try it.
It tastes like sweet sugar. I mean, you've only just recently ever had sugar. I mean, the last time I think you had was chocolate, so it's not an unused sensation, but it's a pleasant one considering how seldom
Aw.
you've had it.
Are they
Sugar
gonna
is
bond over
scientifically
candy?
designed to be enjoyable.
I step away from the
Gonna
group
bond over
so
candy.
they don't see me.
Oh no.
It's
Okay, a
like,
couple more.
this is, as he eats it, this is awful. And he just walks away and continues eating it.
It's like, oh my god, it's the
Okay,
best ever. Ah.
I'll keep trying it, and then I put a bit away in another pocket where the chocolate is, basically. And I'll come back, accidentally trip,
Did-
drop the cotton candy on the floor.
You keep chocolate in your pocket?
Don't worry, I'll clean this up, and I take the cotton candy, and I go over to like a fountain and try to wash it off.
No.
What the hell?
Bruh.
Just
Bruh. What? This. Oh my god.
And you're just
That's
trying to
why.
make everyone sad.
I'm gonna be right back. Nature calls. Oh my
We were
gosh.
going with this, and then you do the raccoon thing, bruh. No.
I was trying to work it in so hard.
It's like, where did it go? No.
I will then proceed to stand there for the next 5 minutes, confused about what happened to them.
No.
I need. Give me a minute.
Jesus.
Okay.
So evil.
So goddamn funny. I feel so bad for the raccoon every time.
Oh.
Oh.
You just know the people who gave it to him knew that would happen.
Oh. For real. Okay. Alright, I'm good. So, I'm assuming this is actually something you do. Unfortunately, you trip. You try to wash it off so that way you can enjoy it for later. You find out really quickly that the water was a bad idea.
Oh.
Disappeared.
It melts away. Seeing you come back, kind of a little dejected from the fact that your cotton candy went away, and everyone having seen this, Grix offers up the one that was bought for him and offers it to
Aw.
you.
Aw.
I'm not crying, you'll
That
cry.
Rebuild him.
I have- You join, I just got like the deadest eyes you've ever seen on a person. I am devastated.
Like I said, Grix is offering up the second. Like I said, he's got two. He's offering up the second one that was given to him by Foster up to you. Grix
Well,
is-
no, he doesn't have two. He has one.
Oh,
I
you
have
didn't buy.
two.
Oh no, I thought you because he bought himself one already, and then you gave him
He
another
bought
one. didn't
himself
you?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
never mind then.
Yeah, he bought himself one as you were approaching, and then you said you gave him another one, so I assumed you bought him another one.
Oh no, I thought he didn't have one, so I was
Oh.
getting him one. But I mean, we both now have two, so it's fine.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
now he has
You
one.
should
He's back down to
guess.
one again because he's offering it to what was it? Dusk because
Dust.
his.
I will accept it though.
Oh.
Perfect.
Don't wash it again.
Lessons were learned. He'll tuck it away in his
Oh.
pocket.
Just puts it
Just
away.
putting it in his pocket.
Is Brick's gonna be like your uncle or something?
Oh, the grits.
He's like way older
Grix
than
is
you.
Grix.
What? What a weird relationship. We went from an initial meeting of just like threatening to gut him with the dagger, these two, to just suddenly, I'm gonna offer cotton candy to you because I saw what happened.
Yeah.
You know, lore accurate D&D parties.
Yeah, lore accurate.
Hold up a second, I didn't threaten Grix.
Wait, no.
No,
well, when you nicked
Foster
him, Wait,
did.
No, I did.
oh, you're right. Sorry, wrong person.
Yeah, but Foster historically has like mood swings.
Yeah, I mean, you know, once again, he's
Yes?
like a construction worker.
No, okay, fair enough.
All
If only I
so-
could do the New Yorker accent.
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. So you enjoy collectively amongst yourselves together, eat some good old fashioned cotton candy. It isn't a difficult thing to finish off. Are you guys gonna have some food or snacks, or are you guys gonna use? I'm curious. Like in the meantime, or are you guys just gonna just chill while you wait for everything to kind of come together in front of you?
Food
Yeah, I
sounds good.
mean, mostly just kind of relaxing and getting another drink and waiting to do the speech.
The ceremony. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So unless somebody has anything specifically to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and get us to the ceremony. So
Yeah,
about
go for it.
15 to 20 minutes. You did have to wait a little bit for everything to start going, but as you just kind of sat there and watched everything in fast forward fashion, you see a bunch of people start to begin to take some seats all around the chairs. Not enough to fill them all, like about half of them get filled before more people kind of like crowd around. Maybe some people aren't sitting there, maybe they weren't designated, maybe not everyone's arrived, but about 10 minutes before the ceremony is set to kick off, one of the assistants who are working here, with a little clipboard in hand and some paper, he says, "You're the adventurers, right?" And he begins to kind of like check in. Yeah, you're the adventurers. All right. He says you could get back on stage and probably sit down. He's gonna start the speech, and then he's gonna call each of you up to receive your armbands, and go ahead and place them on your arm for you. And then, once he's done speaking, he's going to ask one of you to get up and do your small minute or two speech or whatever. And then after that, he'll close off the ceremonies with another speech. All right? That's how it's going to go. Go ahead and take your seats.
Yeah, I'll take my seat.
Absolutely.
You get led up to the dice from what appears to be behind it, a small little staircase that's been kind of erected temporarily to give you the easy access to this dice. You begin to take your seats in a row, one after the other. Foster taking probably the one closest to the center of it, so you can get up relatively easily and quickly.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Does he need like a booster seat?
I mean, did you guys bring one?
I have
No?
it covered.
Maybe a pillow or something? Or you got covered?
So I got a miniature step ladder in my backpack.
Oh, okay, I get you.
God. You just full on just replace the chair, just take it away, and just put your step ladder.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
So, after you're taking your seats in about 10 to 15 minutes, as the final individuals begin to arrive and several individuals take up the seats opposite of you, you're not too sure about them, but you do recognize one particular individual amongst the other 4 people that are sat here, besides the mayor himself, who is also sat at the moment. You see the nice robes, purple and orange robes of Nex, who seems to be kind of speaking with the mayor at the moment. He briefly takes his eyes off him as the 5 of you kind of begin to sit down. He kind of like gives you guys a big smile and waves in your direction.
Wait back a little bit.
Yeah.
After waving and making brief eye contact, he does go back to speaking with the mayor. Another few minutes pass by before he actually, the mayor, O'Crease, gets off his chair, and he begins to make his way to the front of the podium. He begins to launch in by saying, "Welcome, friends. Welcome, everyone, to Beer's End. How is everyone today? I hope we're doing fantastic. We are here to honor these heroes." And, you hear a small, I would say golf clap from the seats, and with a little bit more resounding, heavy clap from the individuals who are ringing these chairs, directed towards all of you. These individuals, and he's kind of going over the sound of the applause. These individuals have come to help us. They did a great job. They made sure the orcs that were threatening our doorstep did not get here. Yes, here one more time. And he's like trying to, get in line with what the crowd is doing in this case, adding to the applause himself. He begins to kind of like, from here, he begins to wean off your honorings for a moment before he goes down what sounds like a list of individuals that have also helped take care of the town, naming people like Ienzo, who you recognize, and several other people who you don't. Usually it sounds like he's speaking of some of the individuals who are sat across from you. Seems to be a count among them. What appears to be Ienzo himself, who is also not sat right there on the dice, but he's sat in one of the honoring chairs over towards the front in front of the dice itself. He seems to be naming people you haven't met yet, or people who you don't really know of, but he's just rattling off names and lines. And he says, he goes on with this speech for about 15 to 20 minutes, right? Before he says, all right, but for the ones who did the heavy lifting, please welcome Arvad. And Arvad, if you choose, he does kind of beckon you to come forward to the front of the dice.
Mad?
I think he said he would be right back.
Oh, I did not hear that. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him then. I'm gonna go ahead and say, all right. So then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Dusk. You come here, my boy, and he waves you, Dusk, to come forward. Dusk. He called you Dusk in front of the entirety of the town.
Oh, God.
I will
Got my name wrong.
take a step forward.
Did he mean Dusk?
He is. He motioned for Dusk, and he even said, "My boy," assuming the more young of your adventuring party, and he's beckoning him forward.
I will take a step forward.
Oh.
All right. So you step up to the front of the dice, and he motions for you to hold up your arm.
I'll do what he says.
All right. He does begin to stretch out the leather armband and wrap it around to the top of your arm. And it is, like I said, a golden colored armband with a very nice, finely lettered G on the front of it. And people start clapping, saying, yeah, clapping your direction, Dusk. And then he motions for you to go sit down.
I'll throw in one of my flexes from my gladiatorial days, just to show off the armband.
Jeez.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check with advantage.
Do it.
Oh, no.
Ooh, this doesn't have anything on there. Wait, yeah, that's not right.
I was about to say, I don't think you're supposed to add it, but what's your modifier?
No, it's not. Usually
there's no modifier.
It doesn't show up. It's 0.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was just checking. All right, so they're like, yeah, and you still hear polite claps. Nothing's really changed, but no one thought you looked lame for what it's worth. But they sound genuinely excited still.
Hey, I'm not killing anything at the moment. Okay, that would be like a showstopper. Back in, never mind.
Just kill the mayor right in. No, you just pull out your weapon, kill the mayor right there. Just be like, now we can have something to cheer about. All right, he motions for you to go sit down, and I'm assuming you proceed to do so. All right, and then I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. Zarelia, and motions for Zarelia to come forward.
Cerullia's a little embarrassed about him getting the names wrong, so she's kind of blushing a little bit just from that, but she comes forward.
I'm back. What'd I miss?
Does anyone want to sum it up for him?
We're being honored, and they're calling out our names and bringing us forward one at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrong
And
name.
getting all of the names wrong.
So far.
I mean, to be fair, if he's getting them wrong, he is getting old.
You don't know his age, but yeah, okay. Zerulia,
Oh.
shyly you make your way forward. A nice blush, crossing across your cheeks. He says, "Don't worry, she's shy, but she's lovely." And then you hear more clapping as people, try to encourage you. Assuming no one's sure why you're embarrassed, but happy to give you encouragement. You hold your arm out, assuming, and he proceeds to ring one of the armbands around your arm.
I thank him and I do a little bow like thank you.
Mhm.
And
More
I
clapping.
do the same to the crowd like thanks very much.
All right, lovely lady. And then for the other one in the party, Mathelia, yeah, motions for you, Matilda, come forward.
Mesothelioma.
Just look at everyone and it's just like, is he for you? I'm like, okay. I just awkwardly stand up and walk over. He's like, I'm too old to care.
Once again, he puts his armband around your arm, and he says, "The Mad Rider, not Mad Rider, the red-headed rider." Yeah, and then more people just cheer before you go back.
Okay.
Sit down, Matilda.
We're gonna have to do like a PR thing to correct this. Like, the morning.
And then Arvad, the man, the myth, the legend, and he waves you forward.
I just get up, walk up to and give the mayor a bow, extend
Hang
my arm.
on. No. Do you have your own hype, man?
I mean, to be fair, I met him first, and he's also seen what I can do. So.
This fucker's got like carrots on the brain. Ugh.
Oh, you never know. Maybe through setting this up, he hasn't had a good carrot all day.
Yeah.
So Arvad,
You make it sound like he hasn't smoked a bowl.
We'll never know. We just met. You guys just met him.
This is only your second meeting
He's
too.
a mayor. He's supposed to get our names right.
I blame his secretary.
Maybe.
Oh,
So
he has been.
Arvad, no one's met them. No one knows anything about this guy yet. So, anyways, you move up, you showcase your arm. He wraps his golden armband around you. People cheer, and you go back and sit down.
Yeah. I also give a nice bow to the crowd.
Audibly to the rest of you, do hear a little bit more cheering, a little bit more clapping. As in they were more excited for him for the moment, at least.
I was a bit. I was also a bit shocked too. I was just like, huh. This is an interesting and well received reception, but I accept it nonetheless. In my mind.
You're the Straw Hat. You're gonna be the Pirate King someday.
Mm-hmm.
If we set sail across the red line, sure.
Oh.
And then last but certainly not least, the Titanic Tiny Terror himself, Fester! And he's looking for you, Foster, to come up.
Fester! Like the Addams family.
I see nothing wrong with this.
You all just see Foster just beginning to pull out some pipe bombs right now.
I already posted it in meme. He takes out his step ladder and he just puts it in front of the podium.
Jeez.
And he what?
I was saying in chat while I was gone too. I was also saying, he must have stilts that he'll just put on. That just puts on. They just activate to the high he needs to. He just walks up there. And he's just like.
Yeah. So he says, "Hello, my name is Foster Declinaire, and I appreciate the wonderful Mayor Timothy for introducing me and my compatriots."
Nice. You burn a bag.
He says, our wonderful fighter, Matilda, our monk of many fits, Arvad, Dusk of the Battle Rager, and the mystic, Zerulia. That was everyone, right? I answered everyone, yeah?
Don't forget.
So.
Just, for the record, I just wanted to put, well, I mean, no one knows who Grix is, but, and our new compatriot, Grix.
Grix is right now on the side of the podium, or sorry, side of the dice. He's not on the stage with you guys, but he is on the side of the dice. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's me.
It's really sucks.
Yeah.
Today I
Part of
stand
the team.
before you. This will not be my first time ever being honored for a great deed, but this will be the first time that I would be given accolade for putting bodies under the
Officially
ground rather than
Recognized for it.
discovering them. Rather than discovering them in an archaeology find. It is a wonderful honor to be in front of all of you, and I want to say that our operation was successful, and I look forward to seeing the prosperity and growth of the town now that there's one more obstacle that you will not have to contend with. You all may know me as the one that fixed your tools, sharpened your weapons, tightened your armors. It was a labor of monetary gain, but also a labor of love. I got to meet a lot of you, and I enjoy doing the work that I do, and I hope that our actions here, as well as my own personal actions, have left a lasting impression upon you.
Go ahead and roll me a
Nice.
performance check at advantage. Jesus Christ, nice.
Man,
Oh.
bro's coming in with the bro's coming in with.
What did you want me to roll?
Performance with advantage.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a total of 1 speed, I believe.
Dirty or natural?
Dirty, because I got a 19.
Okay,
Nice.
gotcha. Yeah, and it's a +1. Okay, gotcha. So, after giving the speech, and well, before he gave the speech, he did already put the armband on you, and he let you go ahead and speak. There does appear to be a small chant towards the end. Some in the crowd chanting "Foster."
Faster,
Foster.
faster.
No, they're not chanting "Fester." He actually did correct them. Foster. And the chant begins to pick up where they're actually chanting your name right now in a small like Foster, Foster, Foster. Would you mind go ahead and roll me a perception check quick. Both you and Dusk. I need both of you to roll me a perception check real quick.
Because they're
Me
short.
and Dusk.
For different reasons.
This should be
I just
good.
imagine he was pulling out a detonator and then people were like, Foster, Foster.
Oh no.
Alright, I need a perception check now from
Jeez.
you, Foster.
It's gonna be 17 plus 4 for 21.
Oh, my boy's running out the rolls.
Yeah, rolling hot today.
Okay.
You see you see O'Crease right next to you. He begins to kind of fidget with all this chanting kind of going on in front of him. You could roll insight if you like to kind of like get an idea of what might be bothering him.
Cool.
Oh, he's a glory hog, huh?
Oh, 22. 18 plus 4.
Dang.
Mm.
With your insight of 22, you could tell that he twitches every time your name is chanted. He might not like that you are gaining renown and traction. That's your best guess without digging deeper or asking him questions to really assess him out. And you can't really
Your Riz.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious on this. What's on his mind?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
I suspect something. I suspect something is going to be revealed very soon.
I'll message you real quick. Let me just make sure I set up the message, okay?
Okay.
And hey, Click. I typed stuff because I didn't want to interrupt Cody's monologue.
And mind you, this is for now what seems to be on the surface. This is essentially, I summed it up, but it's essentially a multitude of thoughts of like, you know, him just like thinking, him thinking about you and your group.
You know what? I'm gonna pry a little bit deeper.
I believe that might require a roll, right?
Yeah, he needs to make, I believe, a save. Let me see. Nope, that's proficiency. Where the hell is it? Ah, there it is. Surf thoughts. Yeah, need to make a wisdom save.
Okay, what's the DC? I already made the roll. I already had the modifiers and everything. I just need to know the DC so I can tell you the result.
What these? Spell. There it is. 14.
And what happens if you should fail? Or succeed, for that matter? What happens on failure?
Let me see. I don't. I thought.
His mind is bombarded with advertisements for his Cody stand.
No.
Yeah, so, they would know, there's no, due to the nature of the way that it functions, there's no way that, like, no one else can see anything, but they wouldn't know that they were, like, something was prying into their mind.
So they wouldn't know something is prying into their mind, or would they know? I'm just trying to make sure of that.
They would know. They would know, but it's, you know, like, up to their perception to know if it's me. And due to the nature of the way that my spell works, the way that it works, they would not be able to know it with me.
You see him wince. And unfortunately, you don't really hear anything past the surface thoughts. It's just, or if you do, you're digging in and it's just the same ones popping up again. And then you could see on the surface thoughts, somebody tried to do something. Because it looks like he looks around and he looks at you and the rest of your group, but he does it in a very, what's the word I'm like,
Subtle.
subtle. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say covert, but subtle's a better word. A subtle manner.
Yeah, so
Feeling that you
Foster
might
kind
be
of like
fighting
gets
him
a.
at one point. Sorry, go ahead.
He gets kind of like a smile. Foster gets a smile on his face and asks, "Something wrong?"
Not at all. Just another day. I'm a little stressed after all. He does say this privately between the two of you, you know, as the foster chants continue on. He does turn back to the crowd though, and he begins to kind of like wave his hands to quiet them down. Big smile on his face, and he says, thank you for honoring them. And of course, I am here to also present them one gift from us, the town, to them. And give me a second, we'll pull it out. The Eye of Palor, and he does get it out from underneath his cloak. What appears to be the item that has been mentioned before. He holds it and turns it on for the entirety of the crowd to see, holding it above his head. You know, kind of like a champion belt almost. You know, it gleams brightly all across the area around him. Before he kind of pulls it back down, turns to you, Foster, and he says, come over here.
Foster comes over after putting his step ladder away.
Mm-hmm. He does,
Those
after
armbands.
walking...
Sorry, just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Those armbands, Cody, were they magical?
The armbands weren't magical, the necklaces.
Okay.
But I'll identify later.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does get behind you, and he begins to kind of like pull it around your neck real quick, you know, making sure that it doesn't tighten. He tightens it enough to, you know, present it prominently on your chest, and he ties it off, and he motions for you to kind of turn to the crowd and says, gleam today. Gleam.
So Foster, he goes up, and as stoic as possible, he just puts up his fist.
And then you hear a small roar, yeah, and you just a lot of people clapping.
Just internally going, I'm gleaming!
I did it, Mama. I'm more brighter than the stars themselves.
As long as you clean up after.
No!
Oh my.
He was supposed to be
After
wholesome.
After giving you a brief 15 seconds of glory from turning to one side of the crowd to the other with your fist pumping in the air, he does motion for you to sit
15
down.
seconds of gleaming.
Yeah, so he's gonna go back, and for the rest of the time, he's basically gonna be ritual casting Identify on both of the objects, just in case.
It will take 10 minutes, and it's not exactly a subtle thing. Are you sure you want to do that? It's fine if you do, I just need to check.
That's a fair point, actually. Don't bother.
I mean, you could always do it later. Yeah.
Can I still take it off? Like, can I toy with it and, like, take it off, put it back on again?
Yeah, is he... Foster, are you actively trying to take it off or anything like that?
No, and, you know, like, he would be doing it effectively, you know, like, the way that it looks like he's looking over it, you know, like, admiring it.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't give you the abilities of this thing yet. I mean, you could probably take a guess what it could do, for at least on the surface. But I won't give you the abilities until you go for the identify ritual and spell. But on the surface...
yeah, I'm doing the identify the ritual, but, you know, you could do an identify quietly.
I mean, you could, but you are still going through the rituals. You are, like, waving your hands around in the air because you have to follow the spell component of the somatic, and you do have to wave your hands around.
Think about it.
Right, but it doesn't have to be, like, exaggerated. But I think when you ritual cast, that means you don't need any components.
Yeah, but you do need to, like,
the nature of the ritual. It would just...
Right,
no,
like this.
you don't...
If you're casting it, it's more like verbals. It will tell you the verbal, somatic, and the, you know, if you're moving your hands about, or if you're using kimonos, whatever, it'll tell you to do that, and that's more instant and can be a bit more hidden. Ritual is more like you're setting up. You're sitting down, you're actually taking time.
But it does
take
a while.
But, you know, like...
You need to draw, like, a ritual.
You're sitting there.
Well, so, you know, like, in regards to, you know, like, him being an artificer, the way that his identify would be basically him scanning it. And it wouldn't have to be, like, loud and distracting, they would be able to see him doing something.
Yeah, most people will. I'm not saying you're like chanting to the skies and dancing in place. I'm saying it will be obvious for most
Oh,
people. who are
great gods
observing.
above!
Yeah,
Tell me, what
that's
is this treat
completely
made
fine.
of?
But for the next 10 minutes, that's basically what he's doing.
Okay, that's good because I guarantee you the rest of you are going to be bored for the next 20 minutes where he just kind of goes expostulating to the town about how great they are, how good the yields have been, and just, also occasionally subtly saying something nice about himself and how he's managed to facilitate all this. Essentially just grandstands. Yeah, he grandstands for 20 minutes. So
I prefer to think that
God,
while
he's a
he's doing that
politician.
whole spiel,
he
I
is the
looked to
mayor. He has to
I
be a
looked to my
politician.
left,
Of
and
course.
Foster's got the circle going, got the head of a chicken, he's rung it, lighting candles and incense. It's like the most obvious ritual you've ever seen. And no one's paying attention to him.
I'm literally an artificer. Everything I'm doing is technological. What I'm doing is pulling out my MacBook.
It's so weird, but no one's paying any attention to it. Like it's an everyday thing.
I'm just now visualizing. It's just like
Okay.
at some point he's just gonna pull out some tech that it shouldn't even be in this era. He just has a 3D scanner. Literally, he's just making things on a 3D printer. And I'm just like, where in the 10 heavens did you pull this contraption from?
He's got a laptop. He's got a laptop. Like a full test tube. He's got like a scan it. Like a scanner gun.
Yeah, and I'm
just like, excuse me.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
is that normal? You look back and there's a clothing chamber there.
yeah.
Back.
Foster is just gonna straight up come up to the big bad evil guy and just be all like, "I'm gonna beat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found."
Yeah, just the gun literally just shoots a freaking gun literally shoots a thing to it. I'm just like I haven't seen. Is that a miniaturized as cannon? And he's like, yes, in a manner of speaking.
I think it's clear that my words won't be able to stop you, but my handgun will. Oh no!
Yeah.
Blam.
So, quick question. I just want to ask because I don't know if you want me to share this information with the group or not. But when you do identify this thing, are you planning to share it with the group later or no? So that way I could just get that out of the way now, or I'll just personally send it to you through DM. What would you prefer, Foster?
It depends on what it is.
Okay. God, this is gonna be a lot of typing.
Copy pasted.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wrote. So I don't like working on the internet, on documents on the thing. Mostly, if I prefer to write this stuff down, old D&D
Pen
style.
and paper kind of guy.
Yeah, pen and paper kind of guy. Yeah, so I don't. The only thing I don't work on when it comes to DMing stuff is obviously maps because I kind of need to work on that. I need to work on that online because there's no way to do it otherwise. But I normally write this stuff down because a while ago when I was running my another campaign, I had all my stuff on the drives for my computer, and then my computer decided to implode. So naturally, I lost everything for my world. Everything.
No.
So the only stuff I had left was the stuff that I had already written down beforehand. Because I like to occasionally take notes and remember, hey, this stuff happened. I literally had to rebuild my world from scratch just based on my notes, and that was not fun. So
Damn.
Nothing wrong with technology. Love it. Just I'm gonna stick to pencil and paper for now because I've realized really quickly that it's too easy to lose my world.
Yeah. My advice guys, make copies. If you type something, make a physical copy. And of course, have a backup copy in digital.
It's just on Google Drive.
Yeah. Also, it wouldn't hurt to also have it on hard drive.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Good choice. Yeah, I was also gonna suggest a Nest or hard drive too, but hey, those are good choices too. So, good on you.
Hell yeah.
Isn't technology an interesting thing?
Give me a second. I'll continue typing real quick.
I have a little thing.
Mm. I'm gonna go grab a snack, I think.
All right.
And I'm not talking about Sethy. It was his
Never a
birthday.
dull,
I said I was gonna be nice.
never a dull moment, is there?
Never. Never the dull moment. Ow, my legs. Sethy, little baby Sethy.
Alright, there we go. I think that's it. If you need clarification on anything, don't hesitate to ask me, because I know my typing isn't always the most concise or clear.
Ooh, someone's tired.
Lay tired.
Yeah, I need a nap.
I'm actually hungry.
Well, that makes 3 of us. You and I.
And by the way, just in case I don't know, like I'm rereading it again, just for clarity's sake, you can use one effect, and it is indefinite. But the secondary effect, if you use it, it essentially turns it off. But it then gives you that effect for the rest of the day. Yeah, it's fairly useful. I like that it's stackable.
Okay, yeah, so I would let them know, like, I would let them know, like, when this is over.
Oh, okay. Then do you mind if I just say it now? That way we can not worry about
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Alright, so, the Eye of Palor itself, this magical item, it seems to give off of 40 feet of bright light, followed by 40 feet extra of dim light from its source. It's indefinite until pressed again to turn it off. But it also has a secondary use, where you can use its secondary effect, its single charge, to give yourself 5 temporary HP points for the rest of the day. And this does in fact stack with other abilities that give you temporary HP, and it regains its single charge at dawn every day.
I mean, that's nifty.
It's not bad.
Yeah, sounds very useful.
It has its uses, trust me. And I'll also include one little extra caveat, because I think I forgot to put it down. What impresses you most is... I'm going to just type this out to you, and you decide to share it. There you go. Last line, but that's for you, Cody, okay?
Oh,
Yep. Mind you,
I'll be looking into that a little bit later.
mind you do find, just to give you a little bit of an idea, you do find it weird because most of the stuff like you've heard from this is usually a lot more powerful. So you, based on the ritual you were casting, this thing might be a shard of something else. Like, this is not the complete thing, but this is that quality worthy.
Interesting.
Alright, anyways. So with that, and with the rest of the boringness of the ceremony kind of completed, he turns to you and he says, alright, well, okay, he doesn't turn to you guys, he turns to everyone out in the crowd and he says, alright, thank you for coming out, please take care of yourselves, take care of your children, take care of everyone you love. We'll see you again soon if we need more announcements. Goodbye, everyone! And then he waves his hands, and you hear a lot of golf clapping and a lot of cheering. And he begins to kind of like walk down the dice. He begins to walk down the what's the word I'm looking for? The stairs that were set up for behind the dice itself, and walk off with his bodyguard in tow at the bottom of the stairs, walking with him. And now you're kind of left to your own devices. What will the 5 of you be up to?
Is there a buffet?
Well, right. Good question.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, it sounds like a good place. It sounds like a good time to be hungry.
The meeting
Mainly because I haven't had dinner yet, but
Same here.
I've just had a bunch of candy.
So, as you're kind of like discussing dinner arrangements, I'm assuming. So because it's about like 4-ish, maybe even 5-ish. So it's close to a little bit afternoon. I mean, might be a little early for dinner, but definitely not within the purview of it. But next, who actually kind of stayed behind as the rest of everybody kind of like filed out. And mind you, there's still a few people still crowding around from the the chairs that have been set up. But there's distinctly a lot less people that have been here before. Next does begin to kind of get up from his chair, and he begins to kind of move up to the 5 of you, and he says, "So you are the Grand Guard now, huh?"
I suppose so.
The Golden Grand Guard. He said it.
Golden.
He
Okay.
points to your,
I guess.
he points to your guys' armbands.
Looks that way.
Yeah. Does that come with like extra duties or like I don't know, an allowance or?
I think it's just an honorary title. I don't know. I haven't been in this town long enough to know.
Oh.
It's like getting the key to the city.
It does absolutely nothing, but damn, do you look good having it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So it's just like, thanks for saving us. We don't have any more money, so here's a title.
He gave you a magical item too.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So at least so look at it this way, Foster. At least we got compensated for our efforts. Got something magic for you to tinker with.
He's already off to the market to try and sell it.
No, it's useful. And there's more to it. He kind of like shrugs and says, "It was something. I would have liked a little bit more financial compensation, but
Yeah.
I would have liked some more coin.
Let's find something to eat and then let's skip town."
Yeah.
Wait, you're leaving?
Not before we yeah, we say goodbye to Ignaria.
Yes.
And next looks like he's like kind of nervous, like he was trying to work up to something.
Is there something wrong?
Kind of, not really. No, I don't really. Do you want to sit down and get dinner together, maybe, so I could, tell you? I might have something for you.
All right. I mean, we were going to eat anyway, too. So.
All right, great. I'm a little hungry. All right, of course. And with Nex in tow, you head off to Ignelli's, the lazy stock. The 6 of you are kind of walking in line. He does kind of pipe up. So I might have this problem, right?
What kind?
Put the ointment on the itch and the redness will go away.
Not the normal kind of not that problem. Oh my god, no, not that problem. So I might have lost someone, and I could use your help getting them back, hopefully alive.
Define loss.
Misplaced, no longer here. Maybe dead. I hope not.
Where did you see them last?
So I haven't really seen them. Last time I saw them was a few months ago. They were actually here in town, minding over my master's wares and other things and keeping an eye on the town. But he's been incommunicado since then. I came to look for him, and he only left me this. And he kind of like begins to kind of rummage amongst his robes, and he pulls out a map. It seems to be a map of the immediate area, and he seems to have this little area circled towards the water. And right next to it, there appears to be writing. Something's here. Going to investigate. Might be trouble. And it seems to be like the edge of the mist that you guys were warned about by...
No, are we entering our Innsmouth saga?
Oh boy. Cue the Silent Hill music.
But yeah, this mist... He does appear to be... It does seem to circle the mist on the lake itself, so...
That's not good.
Yeah,
Fine. By the way, Seth, Click says happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Don't worry, he's shy.
I'm not shy, I just can't take a compliment.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'd rather
Because you're
say you're
shy.
shy. Hidden.
Oh, you.
So yeah, I pop up and it's sorry, just to reiterate, who's missing? Who specifically?
So he's one of my friends. He's an apprentice with my master. He's gone missing, and I've been very concerned. So I volunteered to come up here, and that's why we were together earlier. The last I'm trying to remember out of character. What was it? Like technically a week ago or 2 weeks ago, about maybe. Anyways, I just recently arrived. Yeah, he's been missing a while, and we just thought he was just busy. But you know, most people don't go missing for 3 or 4 months without communicating.
Well, we could certainly have a look for them. No, I wouldn't be living up to a promise I'd made to Foster unless we discussed, potential compensation.
I mean, let me buy you dinner first, and then we could discuss it. I'm hungry.
Yes, of course.
Please.
And just wiping the residue of like a chicken leg off my face.
Oof.
Wait, hang on.
What's
Was there a
everyone-
buffet or wasn't there a buffet?
think
There's no
there was.
buffet, but you guys were heading to
Oh, there's no
Ignelli's, if I
buffet,
remember
sorry.
correctly. Yeah. Quick question: What's everyone's passive perception?
let me
Ooh,
see.
good point. 15.
Hold on.
So guys, on the main page, it says senses, perception, like
Yeah.
above the AC, initiative, and speed. There's like a box that says perception.
14.
13.
Ooh,
Let's see. Wisdom, charisma. You said, where did you say?
You know,
Perception is 12.
So the main page, it's a set. Oh,
Yeah, 12.
okay.
Dusk.
Don't even bother.
Oh, okay.
No, say
Oh,
your
sorry.
number.
Come on.
I want to know.
I am looking at the birds at this point.
Where is your brain? Where is your brain at this point in time? We have things to do.
Listen,
Oh,
he's not even looking at boobs yet.
Oh, Arvad, didn't
It's
notice you
just
there.
like, oh, a bird.
So, after you collectively make your way in about 15 minutes back to Ignelli's, you also collectively sit down around a table. You order some food. Food and drink is brought to you. All, of course, on Nexus tab. And he says, "Look, I'm not gonna lie. The next part might be dangerous because I've only heard the worst of things about that place. But I mean, I am confident that all of you are capable of doing what it is, that you are all clearly capable of doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. And as for compensation, and he puts down what appears to be a heavy bag in front of him of what you can only probably maybe tell as gold pieces inside a bag or something. You can't see inside it, but it's clearly laden with gold. So that's all I really have. I hope that compensates you all for a little bit. I do have some magical items, but I think that. What do you think? And he kind of like motions for you to look into the bag.
The twist is all copper coins.
And Twists was all copper all along.
Foster, do you want to do the counting?
Sure. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and count it out.
What impresses you is the fact that every single piece in here isn't gold. It's platinum. And there does appear to be 50 of it.
50.
Oh, and that's 500 gold.
Just like,
Wait.
what kind of...
How many for? There's 5 of us, so that's 10 PP for each of us.
So technically 100
Yeah.
gold
100
pieces
gold.
if you want to... Yeah, it's 100 gold per...
Yeah.
Dang.
And this is just
And,
to find your friend, or?
Find him, bring him back if you can. If not, can you gather his things for him and bring it back to me?
So effectively bring him back in any shape or form that we can.
I'd prefer alive, but I mean, if you just any proof will do that he was out there. Otherwise, I'm kind of at a loss of where he might be. I'll pay you more if you bring me back proof that he's alive or dead. Alive, preferably.
Okay.
Right then.
Okay.
This
So-
is just to get you started.
Right then. Just so I turn to the rest of the party and be like, so, are we all in agreement?
I mean,
Yeah, let's go find their
his
friend.
work.
Yeah. All right then. I guess we're going on a search and rescue mission.
Yes,
If we get a
indeed. And I
description.
bastard. Oh, sorry.
I was asking if we could get a description of who we're looking for, like what they look like and what exactly they see.
Oh yeah, of course. So
Oh, do you have like a picture or something?
I don't really have a picture of him. I only know how to describe him, but he's a bald-headed man, like human specifically. Has a nice goatee that seems to kind of ring around. I don't know how he finds the time to make sure that it's maintained, but whatever. He has a goatee, and I believe he should be carrying magical items on him and his journal. He never leaves anywhere without it. It's his wizarding book, but he doesn't want to admit that.
Oh,
Does he
also-
wear like all black?
Yeah. Or any other colors that stand out?
No, he
that we
wears
should keep an eye
robes like mine, to signify that he works for my master. And he kind of shows his gold and what was it? His purple and gold robes.
on? I see.
I was gonna say, Kane lives.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's a Tiberium's joke for you.
he does actually look like Kane. I'm not gonna lie. Now, when I gave that description, I never thought. I regret my decisions.
Well,
No, I like it. I like it.
I was thinking more Mordenkainen, or at least looking like Mordenkainen, but it's not him.
Oh.
But all right.
Hey,
alas. Anyway, all right. We'll keep an eye out for him or update you as soon as we can.
Of course, I would be going with you, but I kind of don't want to.
Understandable. I just tap
yeah,
his.
that's why
I
you're
just tap
paying
his
us.
shoulder. Yeah, I just tap his shoulder. It's just like understandable.
To each their own strengths, huh? And they sort of
Yeah.
flex my arm.
We need to do like a We need to do a swimsuit edition where we just see Matilda just
That's what the beach
just
thing
as
is.
flexing. Yeah, just flexing while carrying this giant barrel or log. You just see some.
You just
You
wait
just see
until
some
I have to
guards.
smash like a pumpkin? No, melon.
Yeah.
With a
just see the,
blindfold on.
yeah, you just see the guards or people at the beach just being like, ah, jaw dropped and everything.
Anyways, his name's Oglik.
Right.
Oglik
His
Dan.
name is Oglik.
Oglik, yes.
Okay.
If you could find him, I'd be very appreciative. Like I said, he's my friend and fellow apprentice, and I'd really like to know that he's okay. Or not. He might not be. And he like puts his hands on his like eyes as he like sinks his head into them, like on the table.
Wolf.
Did we do we have an idea why they went there?
My guess is he's investigating the fog, but I don't have, pardon the pun, the foggiest idea why.
No pun taken. But did he not have like notes or a letter?
Yeah.
You must
aside
have
from
some
this
idea
map.
why he would be doing that.
Yeah, aside from this map, you would have to be a logical for him to go in. Nobody goes into those fogs, as far as we can tell, without some kind of purpose. Was he trying to find something or someone?
We didn't assign him to find anything. He was just meant to like maintain, his area here, make sure he acquire magic items and whatnot, whatever he could find, and continue his studies up here. But if he went in there, his reasons could be myriad.
Well, I mean, you mentioned a master. Who do you work for specifically? Who is your master?
Yeah.
Sorry, give me a second. I hadn't expected you to ask me that question. Give me a second while I make up something on the spot.
That's fine.
Yeah.
My question is leading up to like maybe he had got a permit or like to give us like a slight direction maybe in the fog to start looking. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
what
like
helps them
landmarks in there that we don't know of.
What's your
Yeah.
boss's name? Coffee Coupe.
Master?
Yes.
Yeah.
Acthelis Adertham.
Oh, that's gonna be easy to remember.
I just sounds like Othello, but just with S.
Acthelis Adertham. And he...
Ellis.
I mean... Let me see... Give me a second. Zerulia, you have history as one of your skills, right? You're proficient with?
No, I have no proficiency in history.
Actually,
Okay,
I think that was me. If any,
Yeah, who's proficient with history? Because I'll let you guys make a roll
Not
for this
me.
if you want.
The
let's see.
person who collects stories and history shit does not have history.
That is funny.
Ironic. I think it was.
It's all in
Yeah,
writing.
I think I had like a +1 for the total in history, so I can roll for it.
Now, are you proficient though? Because you can have plenty of pluses. The real question is, are you proficient?
Oh. Then no, I don't think so. I think I was more proficient in religion actually.
I think Foster is proficient in history, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So
Alright.
technically, you're the only one who
Foster.
can make this roll.
Okay.
I'm crossing all my fingers.
I'm crossing all my fingers. I'm crossing all my toes.
21.
All right, 21.
go.
So you do know that Acthelis Aderthelm is one of the 5 upon the Wizarding Council of the nation of Artemis. And yes, I know what I said, Artemis.
Okay.
Okay.
You do know he's one of the leading heads, so he's not just powerful politics-wise, but also
Influence.
he's got influence, and on top of that, he is also a great wizard in his own right.
Can somebody say Dumbledore?
I mean, there's probably
Interesting.
yeah.
As long as
So
I don't have
I
to write it down.
I'd reveal this to them as, I open up my, few textbooks that I keep with me.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad you kind of recognize the name. He's very strict with us, and that's why he's very upset about one of his apprentices going missing up here. It would look bad if this news got out.
So keep this to a minimum.
Down low.
Yeah, I'd prefer. I mean, there's a reason why I alone got sent up here, and why I'm also paying you as much to also be discreet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, it's not his money. Ooh.
Well, I
I'm
imagine
already I'm already approaching random people in the street with a portrait of a stick figure.
Have
you seen this
this
man?
person?
Have you seen this man?
just
No.
again, is he housebroken?
He needs to be broken in, but I've yet to. He needs like a few more years to age up, to ripen. And then I need to find him like a good girl to.
Yes, a nice barbarian lady to settle down with and have multiple barbarian children, so they can
Yeah,
so
a
they
nice,
can pillage and
like,
plunder.
Cleric cloistered up or
family.
something.
If I wore a wig, no, that wouldn't work.
No!
You horrible wig.
If I wore a wig, yeah.
If you put lipstick on bacon,
Oh God, no!
Why would you
it's a
ruin the
lipstick on a
bacon?
pig. It's a lipstick on a pig
Awful.
joke.
That sounds wrong on so
Pig.
many levels. Plus, I'm pretty sure the pig would not approve and would probably kick you in the
Pig?
face.
No.
I didn't even pick that up.
You never heard of that?
Oh, my pig.
Cut the commercial. Cut the commercial.
Do.
Yeah, just
We're having
FYI, he's too
technical
big to be
difficulties.
gentle. Just saying. Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Lobby. Oh, iterations. I need like an iterations screen.
I should have one. I should actually have one somewhere. I just don't have it here
I
on this.
have one, yeah, it's on break. Whee.
Question. Dusk, I'm gonna send you something because I need to ask real quick something.
Mm-hmm.
Dusky Wasky.
I'm asking because I don't remember exactly.
I mean, he tends to like not say a lot about his character, so I don't blame you.
No, this just could be me just messing up because that's why I'm asking. I know I forget a lot of details and I'm not trying to, but okay, cool. All right, so since we're a little bit over the
yeah, just pour it into the drinks when they're not looking. Cool.
Wait, what?
Good luck, guys.
For what?
I'm not even holding
What?
a drink.
Just smells the
Still
drink.
eating. Oh.
Just smells the drink. Just smells the drink for a second. After it can just be like, I'm not taking this.
Madeline, you
You
look
think
thirsty.
my constitution can't handle this?
Madeline,
Chug
no.
it.
Slides a cup over.
Yeah.
Madeline, no. Madeline, no. It's just. Yeah, look, I just look at this as someone who has who is still getting over alcohol. I've seen enough in my lifetime to see where this goes, and normally you wake up next to someone you don't recognize.
All I'm saying is that
Just
was a whisper
FYI,
between me
if
and the
I'm drunk, I
DM.
get handsy.
Oh,
Yes,
This was a discussion between me and the DM. You guys don't know about what I'm doing, okay?
and that's why you're worried. And that's why we have every reason to be worried. It's just like,
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
yeah, I'm drunk. I'm either get very passionate or very sad. She gets drunk and gets handsy, and then,
Yeah.
and then, what happens next? We don't know.
God.
Don't worry.
When
it's
Foster
just-
gets drunk, he
it's-
gets explosive.
It's nothing bad. By the way, what's your max hit points again?
Oh god.
No!
Oh god.
questions you always dread from a DM. Hey, what's your perception check?
What's your AC?
What's your
Like,
passive?
what's your current HP? Yeah.
Roll me-
no! What's your max health again?
Roll me.
When was the
Roll
last time
me
you rolled
for-
for traps?
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys did take a long rest, right?
Did you
That's
also
a bad one.
I need you to roll me for a perception. It's just like, oh no.
I mean, another good one is like, yeah, you find like all these resources and like potions for some reason. It's like, oh no.
I sense something bad is going
Beyond
to
you is
happen.
like a big old double door, and if you open it, it's like this massive sort of arena-like place. Oh no!
Or
You
just
guys
like,
did pick up that silvered weapon, right?
wait, we need to pick up a weapon? Why? Oh, no particular reason. Although we may want it in a duck for what comes next. Just see a giant werewolf crash through the window.
What is the moon phase
Oh
right
no!
now?
Oh.
Or just you'd start to notice that there's a swarm of bats heading towards you. They are like, oh shit!
You guys have heard of a Tarrasque, right?
Have anyone of you seen Pacific Rim? No reason.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Just starts feeling an earth. Just starts feeling sequential earthquakes. Oh god.
So, I do want to say, because you've sat down and more or less started dinner, over the course of the hour, unless you guys start asking next some more questions about the quest and everything, what he kind of expects, I'll say he just sits down, enjoys a mug of beer with you. He does eat a little bit of the food that he's ordered for all of you. Obviously, at this point, I would say it's about 5:30, so about 20 minutes ago, several kids started filing in with their families, and Ignelli goes about, starting story time, as is custom here. And now there's a small group and gathering of not just family members, parents, but also other individuals. There appears to be a tavern wench who's going around kind of speaking with, and any new patrons that might come in who might order. She's getting their order as well. I need a real quick insight check from all of you.
Insight, alright.
Interesting. I should be good at that. I'm not good at that. 12.
Hey, I didn't go in. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, I am rolling really well today. 23.
God,
23.
okay.
13.
You rolled a history
Cerulean
check,
with
Arvad.
the 14.
History. I mean, it would seem that I made a poor lapse of. It
I
seems that.
remember she does this.
Wait a minute. It would seem that the beer is finally getting to me.
I need you to roll me a perception check real quick as well, Foster. Foster and Arvad, because you both rolled. Actually, yeah, you both rolled high enough. Both of you roll me a perception check as well.
Alright.
I'm gonna message you both of you real quick.
Perception.
22.
Cerulean rolled 14.
Oh, well, yeah, but it was
Oh,
15.
oh, sorry.
I said these as
Yeah.
Oh, insight. Sorry, my bad.
insight, yeah.
17.
Okay, cool.
19,
Ooh,
okay.
You guys are rolling both high. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna message this to you guys in a second.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, there should be good.
This is a good enough time as
Okay.
any. Dusk reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out the napkin with the chocolate he had earlier.
Oh no.
It's melted,
Oh.
and
And
he's
he's allergic
devastated.
to it. Oh.
Oh.
No!
Mm.
Oh.
He will proceed to just sit the rest of the night, just kind of staring off.
Okay. Why doesn't he just eat the paper? Chocolate.
Also, why are you just so sad? You're
Because
just
he's
the
emo.
saddest boy.
I'm copying and texting this to Arvad as well, so give me a second because there's also more I'm gonna give you guys.
You think I want the world to be beating me down like this? Okay.
Aw.
Gosh, why? If you weren't such an asshole, I'd give you a hug. my mama's heart.
Oh god. Hang on.
No, Cody. Just to answer.
Oh, okay. Do you remember why I asked that question?
I will admit this is not necessarily related to your backstory, so no.
Okay,
No.
I'll just remind you, it's not related, but there is something.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead and message me. Sorry, I don't remember.
Well, now that you mention it, I don't remember it either.
Oh dear.
I don't know.
Can I? Could you excuse me for a second, companions? As I feel like I need to get another.
What?
Something. I just feel
You need
this
to get
strange
another
chill.
drink?
Yes, I feel this sudden unease.
I thought you were quitting.
It's a victory in this. I'm getting a drink of water, not beer. There's a difference.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Alright, gonna copy and paste that to Nomad as well. And then I'll describe at least the first part of that to the rest of the group. Give me a
Alright.
second, copy text. There you go, Nomad.
Copy and paste.
Alright. Alright.
So, there's a sudden tension in the air as somebody walks through the main double doors of the Lazy Stalk. When you all go to see, including some of the children, even Ignelli herself, briefly kind of glancing out of the corner of her eye, there appears to be a bit of a tall individual with his hood kind of cloaked up and up to his ears. It appears to be a human male of some sort, with what appears to be a shield on his back and a long sword and on his hip, and a crossbow also just kind of like tucked underneath that shield as well. His face looks like a matwork of battle scars and pain, and he appears to be making a beeline towards your guys' table. He leans in as he kind of like approaches and gets to you, Dusk. He looks you in the eyes. Oh yeah, you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say, here, Foster, you know how you pull a hammer back on a revolver?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically him preparing his crossbow under the table. The
And
hand
just-
crossbow.
Flick.
Oh no, it's completely mechanical. It's he just pushes a button and it loads itself.
Yeah, I'm also just seeing this, and I'm just like stretch. I'm just opening my hand next to my. Just opening my hand and
what's
then just
going on?
slowly closing it. We just something just feels off, so I just tighten my hand
Okay.
for some reason.
He does still approach your table. He doesn't hear you loading the weapon, by the way, so you definitely prepped that before you got there. Foster, he does make his way and beelines to your table, and he kind of like leans in, putting his hands on either side, almost slamming it for a moment, and he like turns over to you, Dusk, and he says, "I think I found you. So, we could do this the easy way, or we could get a lot of people hurt. What do you want, Dusk?"
Friends of yours, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm just putting my crossbow to the side of this guy's dome.
Just stood up on your chair, aiming up high.
I just get to my feet, like, just ready.
And I just have.
I
I just also.
I think we should
Great. I'm
probably.
like, what the fuck?
And I just.
Foster holds the crossbow, saying, "I think we should probably take this outside."
I I agree. Just slowly just puts a hand on the quarterstaff on my back.
Gladly.
Uh,
And then
Dusk, do you know this man?
you, Dusk, have never personally met him in your life, but you unfortunately probably know what this is about.
Is this like your father or something? What did you do? Dusk, hello, Dusk. Dusk,
Uh-oh.
speak to us. We can't help if you don't say anything. Remember what we tried to teach you about words? Is it just paralyzed or is he bleeding
Sorry.
again?
So,
No.
slightly disturbed. Yes, of the gaming world.
What?
Sorry, phone ad. Anyway, you were saying?
Oh. Yes,
Dusk
what were
is
you
good.
saying, huh?
Dusk is going to, he'll put his hand up above the table. He'll say, "Could I at least ask not to do this here?"
He just said you're gonna take it outside.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
Pay attention.
No, I'm just making sure that nothing goes off here specifically.
He is staring, by the way, down the well, there's no barrel, but he is staring at the edge of the crossbow that is leveled at his head. And he's looking at it cool, like, and he says, "Yeah, we'll take it outside." And he's smiling. He does not look intimidated whatsoever.
Wait,
He does
hang on.
back up slowly, though. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So this is not your dad, then?
Oh my god.
This is
Yeah.
the ugliest looking dad of all time, if it is, but there's not really any family resemblance that you can see.
Kids grow up to, be adults.
Yeah, well.
Too
this is
soon to
not-
say if Dusk is gonna be ugly or not.
Well, I don't think this is. Well, I don't think this man is in relation to him. I just think he has an axe to grind with him.
I'll match his pace, and as slow as he walks towards
Yeah.
the door, I will take steps
He's-
to it too.
He's clearly taking a few steps. You guys are walking at a leisurely pace, I'll say, walking outside the door. The kids do look afraid, by the way, and the Ignelli looks very alarmed by what's going on, but isn't saying anything. The parents
Foster's
are
gonna
inching
Oh.
towards their kids too. Yeah, and you were gonna say Foster.
Foster's gonna lead from the back, and while we're all moving outside, he's gonna turn back and say, "You guys have a basement?"
I'm guessing you're addressing this
My
at
God.
Ignelli.
Yeah.
Yeah, she nods. She doesn't respond, but she does nod. Yeah, yes.
Probably should get there. I'll keep watch.
Yes, come on, kids. It's like a fun little game. Let's explore the basement and read some stories like down below, right?
Yeah.
And as multiple individuals get up and they slowly, among the braver the kids and Ignelli and some of the adults begin to move their way down slowly but surely in the basement, you realize that some of the other patrons have also followed in their wake. People who are just here to drink or have a meal or talk among friends. They have also made their way until the point that I'm assuming who was following, by the way, who was following Dusk and this mysterious man? Anyone followed?
Going
Okay.
with.
Yeah.
I'm going with. Fuck it.
As
Okay.
I,
I
as
may
am I.
tease the kid a lot, but he's still one of us.
That's
Okay.
our boy.
So the four of you go. What about you, Foster? Are you following, or are you just watching what's
Uh,
going on?
Foster is, ensuring that, everyone is going in, and I'm making sure that these fucking goons are going out.
Yeah, some of the goons are following out, behind
Oh,
both.
it's more than
By the
one.
way, there was definitely more than one in here. There was a few others that were kind of. The only people who noticed them were Nomad and Foster. They noticed that they had their hands on their weapons and everything, and just kind of watching the proceedings occur. And they were. I mean, you don't know them. You don't know whose side they would have been on, but you assume they wouldn't be on yours because you don't know each other. Half of them.
Well, yeah. So anyone that's hanging out, any one of these people that are hanging out still inside of this, inside of the bar, Foster's gonna say, "Well,
We'll walk with you, son." And it's just
What?
two of them. By the way. It's just two of them that have stuck around with you. And the one that piped up said, "We'll walk out with you, son."
then go on."
You first.
Sorry, but since you guys came in bruising us, I think you'd better leave.
Ah, what hold of the crossbow?
He does roll his eyes before he says, "Come on, Jim," and talking to his compatriot. And Jim just mutely just says, "Okay," and follows behind him. "Nice to meet you." Talking to you, Foster.
Yeah.
Foster just kind of like suspiciously, but he, endearingly gives him a nod and, follows up behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He's gonna stay closest to the door. Oh. And, keep watch, making sure no funny business is happening inside.
Yeah, no, all of you walk out with you kind of like standing. I would assume you'd stand guard in front of the doorway, by the way, Foster, or no? Just so I
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All of the rest of you do file out onto the street until 6 of them are more or less kind of pseudo surrounding you with, their main guy standing in front of your group right now. Matilda, Zerulia, Dusk, and Nomad, or Arvad. He says, "I have come to return some property. You better let him go."
And I'm assuming you're referring to Dusk.
He nods.
Who's claiming him?
Okay.
Bounty hunter Lorik Ilk.
Oh.
I assume that's you?
You've followed, been following me for quite some time. Are you sure?
Are you flattered or something?
Yeah. Also, who plays the bounty?
People who want to see him compete again. Me, I've always liked his abilities. He's always just been amazing in the arenas. You would have been truly amazed by what he could do. The people he could tear through, the lives he's ended. Oh, beautiful. Truly a sight.
Sure, you have the right, boy. I've seen him fight. It's nothing like that.
Oh, I've seen him fight. Trust me, this one's an animal. I've won a lot of gold off him, actually. It's actually kind of an honor to meet you, but unfortunately, I kind of have to bring you back.
Just look at, Dusk is like, what?
Kid, is there something you want to tell us?
I've seen him try to arm wrestle an orc child, and he lost. You should have got the right kid.
Guys, what's to tell? Clearly he has some unknown potential, but we don't need to mince words here. We just know that this fuck has been hunting him down, and I don't take too kindly to it.
Yeah, and even with your claims of taking someone back, things have changed. This little one owes me a life debt, whether he likes to admit it or not. So, and I sort of lean over with my spear and my shunt it into the floor, in the dirt. He belongs with us.
Yeah. And if you want him, you go through us. or more accurately, as I pull out this quarterstaff, we go through you.
Are you threatening me?
Oh,
Please
this
tell me
is
you are.
Oh,
More like saying
this wasn't
how
a
things
request.
are.
Wasn't a
Yeah.
request.
Like a friendly reminder to back the fuck off.
What she said.
I'll take a step closer to the two of you and say, you really don't have to get involved. It's
Nonsense.
I can
like
walk
I
away.
said, you belong with us. It's you owe me.
So,
tilts his head. He doesn't quite understand.
No, you'll get it when you grow up.
so you see him quickly grab a dagger that was hidden underneath his belt.
Oh, that's
He
fucker.
immediately tries to toss it immediately at you. This isn't an attack at advantage because you saw him. He wasn't as sneaky as he could have been. He tried to be. But Dusk, you see that a dagger attempts to come at you, and you immediately kind of duck out the way.
I got danger sense.
Yeah, even if you didn't, like you said, his sleight of hand was too low to like even be all like, oh, okay, he manages to throw one at advantage. So at the beginning of the next session, you guys are in the middle of a random street fight.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, good. It's about time we crack some skulls.
I need Madeline to hold this man, still, and I'm gonna put just a rig of dynamite into his mouth. That'll change his tune.
Listen,
Let's
I
do some
in their
more
defense-
crime.
in their defense, they're just doing a job.
They have the wrong guy.
But
Well,
if-
I mean,
That's
in
what I've
their
been trying to
defense,
tell them.
they're just doing a job, and if their job is trying to take away from me, it's like your rights end when your desires end when it offends my rights.
no, I fully agree. But we need to know who to stick a dynamite into whose mouth first, not these people specifically.
Yeah, so that's exactly why. You're going to be willing to discuss things more if you have a stick of dynamite in your mouth.
Oh,
What was
you want
it?
to give
Whatever
advantage on interrogation? I get you.
Yeah, it's intimidating interrogation.
I get
Put
you.
a
I
stick
get
of
you.
dynamite in his mouth and then light a match saying, "Do you smoke?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
You smoke?
Or here's another one. I'll just be like, Foster, give me a stick of dynamite, and I just like, tell me, how would you like to learn how to fly on air nitro?
And in which
Heath-
hole do you
Heath
want
Ledger.
this?
Exactly.
It's once said, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger.
Oh,
Yeah.
blow up, yeah.
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 God, spread his butt cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
jeez.
we could just pull a nice thing from Ryan Reynolds' page and it'll be like, okay, you kids might want to look away from this camera. Now this little piggy went, ah!
Oh, Jesus.
This is gonna be a slam dunk.
Gossam says Street Fight. And Terra says
Soon.
Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo. Oh, it's called a gentle
Oh,
persuasion.
no! Yeah, just see, the next thing you know, I just activate key and based attacks and start doing a Hadouken. Hadouken!
I haven't gotten the ability to torture someone, so this might be the time.
Again, I'm trying to do these guys a professional courtesy. If they push it, by all means, go for it.
Oh, I mean,
And
Nah,
just,
they pushed it. They
I
threw it
believe
at
in
you.
overwhelming force.
Well, considering how they broke into a fine
God.
establishment, made the patrons feel uncomfortable, and nearly scared the bejeebies out of the innocent children over there, I think we have more reason to just be like, you gotta
Oh
go.
yeah, you just set fire to their toes.
Well, that's one way to do it. I was thinking more we just beat them until all 26 of their bones break.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's one thing. But, like, you know, setting fire to someone's toes, now that's just disrespectful.
Oh, here's an idea. Break their knee. Here's an idea. We break their kneecaps and then set fire to their legs.
Yeah,
And
God.
cover their top half with water.
If this is Street Fighter, you're gonna start beating up a cart and horse.
yes.
Yeah,
Off something.
Yeah.
Don't
just,
beat off
I
something.
just,
yeah, like, but
yeah. Just show you.
between fights, we're gonna see, you know, it's gonna, you know, you gotta fight, you know, beat up a car.
Yeah. Then you just see.
Cards.
You just.
Beat
Yeah.
up.
You just see. Yeah, you just see me roll nat 20 and then I just do a sure you can.
Oh no, my Tesla! No.
Oh,
I just finished the payments on that.
Oh my god!
And I just had it. I just gave it a nice coat of resin.
Oh, Jesus.
No insurance company's gonna cover you either. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they'll just be like, instead of what will it be called? It'll be called countywide or basically regressive, or they'll be like a lizard, or all kingdoms, and they'll just be like a good patron. All kingdoms is here. All kingdom knights, I need your help.
Yeah.
Oh no, you better call the all outie.
Anyways, I think
Dawson.
that's where we'll end the session for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Figured. Gotham says torture, torture, torture. And Tara says gets into a random street fight. Cody, is this a reason to randomly torture someone?
Not random.
Jesus.
Like, random would be picking up a random person and then torturing them. These guys asked for it.
And I, for once, I am in agreement with the militant midget. So, the threatening of innocence. Yes, the threatening of innocence, especially just to capture someone from a very questionable life. I don't think we approve.
I've been looking.
Yeah,
for excuses
absolutely.
to- I've been looking for excuses to use
Gotham
some of my new
says
toys.
yes, it is a
Pulls out
reason.
the
You have
bag.
probable cause.
That too.
Reaches into backpack. I'm not even sure what this does, but I'm gonna use it.
It's like a hand whisk for eggs.
Want to find out?
Oh my God.
Let's find out together, shall we?
Yeah.
Uh,
Just cue the swooping
let's call
sounds.
we can keep on going for like another hour or something with quips and stuff.
Yeah.
I
But I
would say
think-
let's leave it here. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was agreeing with you. I think it's a call of the night.
Yeah, we still need to have dinner. I still need to have dinner.
Yeah, I need to eat.
But
Well, I'm gonna jump out of here. I gotta do a phone call.
that's fine.
But go
honey.
ahead, finish your stream.
No, it's done.
Oh.
It's cheeks.
Well, has it been closed yet?
No. Hang on. I was rounding it off.
Okay.
Tomorrow we continue with Skyrim with the Matilda run, and yes, again, I promise I will try and roleplay more. And next week we're gonna see if we can't have that external GPU, and I believe Nomad is working on some emojis.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and so it's coming along. And every session we do, we have some more inspiration to do some more lore cards as well. So look out for those when those actually happen. And we're also looking into more games to do for Co-op Mondays, more party games. So if you guys have any sort of like suggestions, we'll look into them. The more people we can include, the better. Kind of like Mario Party or like Deep Rock Galactic with like just those kinds of games. That's always fun.
Sure.
Gossam asks lore cards. Yeah, I had a stroke of inspiration. Mainly, I saw someone else do it. And I got the inspiration to like, hey, yeah, that sounds like a fun little thing. The idea is that we're gonna make cards about jokes or like lore or like stuff that happened on streams or in games and stuff. Kind of like collectible Pokemon cards that you can randomly draw with channel points. No need to spend money on anything. It's just something fun that you can pull and you're like, I got Arvad's new flask or something. Remember that, guys? Or this is Seth's missing microphone or all that kind of stuff. So and they will have like a rating. So there will be versions of particular cards that might be like a 3-star or like a copper version or like what is it, bronze, silver, gold?
There's gonna be a
Pokemon
rarity.
like
card.
That sounds awesome.
It's
yeah.
Pokemon cards, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I got a Pikachu. Oh, I got a shiny Pikachu on with a surfboard. It's like, or first edition, like that kind of stuff. But it will be different art.
And
Okay,
can
so-
I have a question?
Yeah.
Can one of them be Gotham discovers cannibalism?
Funny
That's
you
already
mentioned
been
that.
Oh, thank God.
It's not
Don't worry,
really
Gotham.
bad.
I got you.
We also have your wizarding hat and you reading like a D&D book under like a parasol at the beach. There's gonna be a beach series.
I need like the it's like the old vintage ad where it's like your mom lets you have 2 hot dogs or whatever. It's like, but instead it's Foster and it's like your mom lets you have 2 blast charges.
Oh, you get pipe bombs. Cody's pipe bombs is a card. So like that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
you and Amon having like a sibling sort of like discussion, aka a rivalry. And I'm also looking
Yes.
into an artist willing to make a Cody on a pogo stick that can hop around on my screen. And I need you to do the chuckle or the laughing voice acting for it.
Okay. Did you want would you want it like what's it called?
Use your words,
8-bit
honey.
art? I'm trying to remember what it was called,
Oh.
but like 8-bit art or pixel art?
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah, because I know someone who would be able to do that.
Oh, sounds
Like,
good.
like that could be fun, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me your suggestions. Like I come up with ideas, and I let creative people like you guys come up with building up from those ideas and make suggestions, and we'll see from there.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Fuck the lesson for tonight.
Yeah.
I've had a long
It's
day.
late and we're all.
But what I will say
It's late
is,
and we're all hungry.
oh,
Yeah.
Hello, my name is
yeah, it's
Dustin.
late. We're all hungry. Oh,
They're
damn
not.
it.
She's not. You are. You correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have someone at home?
Yeah, I know. I was joking. I joke.
Yeah,
You better. You better. Or I'm telling Mrs. I'm telling Mrs. Hex, and she's not gonna be happy.
yeah.
Mrs.
Actually,
Hex.
she's allowed to share or whatever. I will say, some of you, even different names than before, have been reaching out to me lately, and I'm very touched by the sentiment and sharing your own personal stories and the little journey that you've been going on since you've met us, our community, and the channel. And I'm so glad that we're being able to motivate you guys, not just for the gym or like, getting yourself pumped to go through the daily grind, but also to get out of depression, out of like a slump, out of a bad breakup. It makes this whole journey for me worth it. And I just wanted to say that. And I'll end on that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We've already tearing up.
Oh.
Safe. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Later.